I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Comic book art, 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 book art.
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure you're posing psycho. Make sure your lighting's right, yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey I'm fucking with. Hype beasts we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about me. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A. been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga Bill Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed. Out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool. cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art.
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right, yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about them. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A. been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga Bill Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got toys mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. Boog Nice coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 139.
Yes.
There you
Whoa.
go.
What
Holy
up?
cow.
We
Got it on the
did it.
first
We did
try.
it. Yeah.
You
Not
even
really.
knew it and
Probably like you
everything.
told me like 2 seconds ago, but it's all good. I'm your host, Boog Nice. Got my boys with me, Fobster 360, Pancheesy, Rick, Dom will be joining us very shortly, and we are back. I thought we would be back tomorrow, but we worked it out today, and we ready to talk about toys and stuff. How you guys doing?
Absolutely.
Doing great. It's another great week. Slow news week, but another day.
We're
But,
we're diligent.
hey.
Got to keep the streak going.
We still alive. No doubt, no doubt. So I know we got a topic list. First things first, just want to say, hey, follow us on Instagram, A.C.B.A. Instagram, doing very well. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I think that the way that we curate the photos over there and line things up are quite different than anybody out there. Always trying to set the trends and trying to do things differently and trying to highlight some of the best artists over the world and some of the unknown people that are really, really good and shitting on some of the people that are really known that need to be more known. So that's the idea. And please come join us on Facebook, A.C.B.A. Facebook group. We got a few groups on Facebook that you might want to join: A.C.B.A. The Grind, Dial Structure, and Plastic and Paint. All right. So yeah, I just want to put that out there real quick at the top of the show before I forget.
And the A.C.B.A. Instagram, it happens to be Saturday Salvo, right? What does that mean?
Yes. So Saturday Salvo is it's supposed to be 21 posts or 21 pictures of just rapid fire pictures, some of the best pictures from the past week or the past few weeks. Sometimes we dig deep and it'll be something from many weeks ago that just never got featured. There are 21 posts, but within those posts, sometimes there are 3, 4, 5, 7 pictures in one post, depending on how they relate to each other and what the theme of that particular post is. So yeah, it's a way for you to tag us on Instagram, hashtag ACBA or Articulated Comic Book Art, and we can find your photos on Instagram or come join one of our groups and post regularly there, frequently there, and we'll find your work there too. Again, it's not about whether or not you are very well known or if you are if your photo gets a lot of likes in any one of those groups, it doesn't matter. If it's solid, if it's good, if it's clean, cropped, and contained, and if it's tangible, first and foremost, then we're gonna look for it. Not to say that non-tangible shots don't get posted to the ACBA Instagram or don't get featured. But ACBA is really about tangible displaying, and we try to really highlight that and celebrate that and uplift the people doing it in the true essence of ACBA. So, yeah, that's that. I just want to say that. P, what's going on? How was your week?
The week was a blur, my friend. I barely even remember it, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
It's one of those weeks at work where we had we knew about a job for I don't know, like 2 months. And then all of a sudden they're all like, yeah, they want this thing this week, We're like, okay, all right, well, we'll knock it out, I guess. So, a couple of late nights later, here I am. And then you mentioned it earlier. We were thinking about maybe going on tomorrow. Want to congratulate the woman that made it all possible. My mother, she's retiring soon. She finally made it, and
Excellent.
The prize is moving back home to the motherland, friend. Philippines, baby.
Oh,
Woo!
nice.
And so she's doing that. So the reason we were thinking about going tomorrow instead of today was for the next 2 weeks. I'm back and forth between where I live now and the town me and my mom's house was, because she's selling the house, and I basically have to I have 2 weeks to gather my entire family history and then just find a place to store it. So that's what's going on. But I got most of that taken care of today. Just the pre-planning stuff, bunch of boring shit, has nothing to do with figures. Well, maybe I might find a few figures at my mom's house. Who knows? But yeah, that's what's going on. So next week we might be on Sunday instead of Saturday. But you can be sure and guarantee that we will be on for sure. What about you, Fabio? How was your week?
Oh, it was chill week. I'm gonna have the type of week you had this week next
Right.
week, so
Ooh.
I'm just getting ready for that. Monday is gonna be an early morning for me, super early, and
Yeah.
it might bleed over into the rest of the week. So that'll be exciting. Stuff I can't talk about, but exciting nonetheless.
That's it. We'll know in I don't know, 3 to 5 business years. Who knows when we're gonna know? What about you, Bug? How was your week? What'd you do?
My week was pretty good. It was kind of a blur as well. You know, it went fast, I guess.
Curious?
I don't know. I was doing a lot of different things. I had a lot going on, but it was a good week. Made it through. Got to hang with my drinking crew, my drinking buddies from work on Friday, even though I didn't even drink. But it's all good. And yeah, it was a good week, man. It was a good week. Oh, one thing, we actually put up some stickers on the A.C.B.A. Website. If anybody's interested, the groups that I mentioned, there's actually stickers of the logos for each one of those groups too. It's like a little sticker 4-pack up on the A.C.B.A. website. If you guys want to do that, that would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I had a good week. Pretty much, I didn't. Oh well, the one thing, I guess I'll talk about that on pickups. Yeah, it was a good week.
Oh.
So
So our topic list this week is like the title says, surgical strike, baby. And
Hell yeah!
this time we might actually stick to
Sure.
that.
A quick in and out kind of outpatient procedure. You know?
Absolutely.
no doubt, no doubt.
We got a few topics, but you know they all have some meat on the bone. We got Hasbro, NECA, Mezco, SH Figure Arts, and miscellaneous. And in the after show, we'll talk Falcon and Winter Soldier, what we expect next week, what we thought of the show so far. But this kind of goes into what you were saying your week was like, Boog. This week you performed an incredible interview with the Hasbro team, and
No doubt.
I feel like for people who haven't seen it yet, just let us know what's the general consensus? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
What kind of questions did you ask? I know you took a bunch of questions from the community, a bunch of comments from last week as well on this
Yep.
very podcast comment section. Let's get into
I
it.
was
Let's
just
go.
sorting through the comments right here too. We already got some people saying how much they love the interview. You know that the interview with Marvel was great. It really was a really good interview. So we
Thank
should
you, thank you,
definitely
thank you,
talk
everybody down
about
in the
it and what we
chat.
learned from it.
Yeah, thank you to everybody down in the chat. Thank you to everybody that showed love in the comments of that video. And yeah, the Marvel brand team, they made their rounds with some of the influencers in the community. So shout out to all of those other people that got a chance to sit down and talk with them too, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's like it's like 10 years of Marvel or some shit in 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. Like, you know, you take little bits and pieces from everybody's interview and you got a full sort of, you know, idea of what's to come and what's going on. So there was definitely some gems in everybody's interview. But yeah, I stuck to pretty much the questions that I submitted to them. I added a few little extra things in there. I tried to source some stuff from people on the channel, and I think they were pretty receptive to the questions. I think they were pretty honest as well. It was a good interview. I felt comfortable as always. Is you know, I think we got a good camaraderie by now. Myself and Dwight, Dan, Ryan. So shout out to them. And shout out to Danielle, who's the PR person that always puts all of these events together and coordinates all of these things with all of these different personalities and what have you. So yeah, it was good, man. It was good. And one thing in particular that came out of it was that Ryan was asking if I could maybe do a video again to talk about accessory packs and how something like that might be able to get rolled out, or you know how we would do that. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Maybe that's something I could figure out with you guys, and we could do something here, a video and something on the podcast here. I actually got
Definitely
some
a
stuff
great
to-
question of the week.
Yeah, that could work. I actually got some stuff to give away too. Shout out to Love Pop on on Instagram. They sent us some stuff. These sort of like pop-up cards is kind of right up our alley, really. They're
Nice.
just basically like A.C.B.A cards. I got to look up the exact Instagram handle, but we supposed to be giving away some of their stuff. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll do that. And I still have all of the stuff from Boundless Brooklyn as well. So I think we should do a few giveaways in the next couple of weeks on the show too. There's that. There's some figures to give away. Quite a few things we could give away on the show. So if you guys are down for that, we'll figure that out.
All right, that sounds dope.
Yeah.
To talk about the interview, though, it was great. I loved what you did different than a lot of other, interviewers. It was, and this is something in general I don't really like in these types of interviews is all these like character questions, right? And the character questions of, is it possible that we can get this character, or is this coming down the pipeline, whatever. Like the answer to that is always the same. It's like, yeah, it's possible. And yeah, it could be coming. But I like that your questions were more specific to what they've already shown us and kind of clarifying some of the stuff they've said in the past. And, just getting more tangible information on like product we've already seen rather than this wishy-washy question of, is it possible to see this in the future?
Yeah. It's, there's not to be like all toot my own horn and shit like that, but pause. There's an art to that type of shit. It's and being able to sit down with them so many times, obviously has made it a much more comfortable situation, and I kind of know, how to approach it and how to get a little bit more out of them, I guess. So yeah, it was cool to hear that they pretty much have the next HasLab project, that they know what it's going to be, and that we will find out what it's going to be by August or right before the Sentinel starts to ship. So that's dope. The Cannonball thing, obviously, that came full circle now. We're going to have the legs, and you'll be able to swap the torso with the flame effect from the original Cannonball. That's great. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to what they have to offer. That the one thing though that they didn't say was they didn't mention anything about all of these like leaks and shit that have been coming out. Like,
Yep.
I don't know. Well, I guess they really can't. They gotta take it week by week as far as when these movies are gonna come out. So I get that, but obviously we saw the Eternals wave, and we saw the Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure, which is one of my pickups from this past week. I'll talk about that later, but yeah, man, it was cool to sit down with these guys. I assume that there will be another opportunity in the coming months over the summer, around the time of what would have been Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. So I guess they're saving some reveals for. I feel like I feel like there was normally one other event in between Toy Fair and San Diego Comic-Con, somewhere abroad.
Yeah, maybe the UK one or something.
Yeah, something. So I think that we'll hear something else from them soon on one of these Marvel Mondays or Fan Fest Fridays or something like that. We'll hear some more. But yeah, like I said last week, the Fan Fest I think was a little light on reveals, but honestly, we need a break. Like, if you're a diehard Marvel Legend collector, we've been bombarded for like 3 years, so we don't need shit to be coming out rapid fire like this right now. Honestly, I think some people need a break.
For sure. Yeah, we've been saying that since 2018.
Basically,
when they really started going hard. Like, I mean,
yeah, it's been a while for sure.
Yeah, when I saw Boog got that Shang-Chi wave, I was like, Jesus Christ, man, give me a damn break. X-Men wave literally just like hit the stores like a month ago. Like, fuck, man, let me breathe.
So,
as always, this is somebody in the comments said this is the #1 Where's Rick podcast.
I saw that earlier. Yeah,
I'm here. I couldn't find my mic. Couldn't find my mic, and then I was like, okay, do I enter now? Now.
Only Rick loses his mind. That's what
I know.
It's because every time I'm done using it, like I don't remember where I put the box. I always put it somewhere that I know it's not gonna get fucking stepped on. It's not gonna fall from like a ledge or nothing.
Try this.
And then
Try
I'm
your
always like,
table.
fuck, where was the safe space? Man, I got a big family. People be touching shit.
That's true. That's true. 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 True.
No Flake Rick, always
What
looking
is
for
this?
safe spaces.
Can we use this for karaoke or?
Oh my god! Yeah. Well, there it is.
Great
Yeah,
question,
I'm
though.
Yeah. I gotta watch out for these vultures, man.
Yeah, we
Oh yeah,
use this
I was
for
looking for it.
karaoke.
I don't know where you posted it, but we were looking for that meme of Jordan Peele sweating, and that's the Hasbro team in an interview with Boog.
I saw that.
Oh,
earlier,
that
yeah.
was shout out to my man Pendelos Murthos. He came up with that meme. Yeah, that was very funny.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Hasbro team getting ready for Boog's interview.
Right
Yeah,
away.
Ryan even got a kick out of that.
Oh, okay, that's great. Man, their setup, everybody's setup gets, pretty consistently good or like remains, somewhat improved. And then Dwight, just always with his curtains in the background, always in this burgundy ass living room. I love it. Very on brand.
Where did you what'd you do, Bill? You went to another corner in the crib. What'd you do? I see you're like in front
No,
of the
I was
window.
actually at work. I was
okay.
Oh
I
shit!
I had my back to the window in the game room at work.
Incredible.
Mm,
You got the nice shirt on and everything.
Yeah,
Damn.
no
yeah,
doubt.
Absolutely.
I could see that. Yeah, nice collared shirt.
And now I saw the shirt. I saw the collar, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Trying to keep it professional, baby. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He started calling them gentlemen.
Could I inquire?
As per my last email,
Right.
If you do recall, I previously had inquired about.
On official work voice,
Mhm.
demeanor, tone. Yeah. It was good, man. Nobody interrupted, so obviously nobody was there. But
Incredible.
want to jump into topics?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the only reason I put Hasbro on.
There was one more thing.
Okay.
We got to mention DGDX
Oh,
animation.
yeah. Let's go.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to DJ DGDX. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you his actual real name in a second too. But that was another thing as far as like FanFest. I talked about this a little bit last week too, but throughout FanFest and the lead up to FanFest and throughout that weekend through this week, Hasbro has been doing a lot of cross promotions with toy photographers and obviously the influencers in the community. Obviously, all of that was part of a rollout. The interviews with everybody, the toy photographers getting the product early, and then they actually started a new campaign with DGDX Official, who is a very official stop motion animator and has been doing this thing on Instagram for quite a while and always racking up a lot of views and engagement and likes on his posts. He had been doing a lot of promotion for Big Bad Toy Store for a long time before Hasbro got in on the fun, and basically I'm sure that he is a paid employee or a consultant or a contractor rather of some sort, because they sent him the Ursa Major wave early, and also the what was the other wave he got that has the modular Iron Man, whatever that wave is.
Yeah, that's the Ursa Major wave. Yeah.
There's a major wave.
Oh, that's all part of the same thing. All right, so they sent him those figures, and he put together quite a few really cool animations. I don't know if we could show it without the sound, maybe, or something.
Yeah, I have it on the screen share here. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're
really great, man. I love all his animation. There was so you know what sets him apart from a lot of people? It's the camera movement. It's so good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's the camera. You always hear about the camera being its own character sometimes, but this is it's another look.
Oh, no, not sometimes. All the time for
That's
me.
true.
Let's
Absolutely.
go back and watch that Snyder Cut segment.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but shout out to him, man. I actually had sent him a promotional pack of cutouts a few weeks back. So you might see some A.C.B.A cutouts pop up in some of his animations soon too. I sent out cutouts to a bunch of I was on my Hasbro rollout shit. I guess sent them out to a bunch of the top like influencers and stuff in the community. So they've been popping up here and there. So that's cool, man. But yeah, man, shout out to him, man. I really do love his work, man. It's really cool. And hey, man, this is the future and the present right here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is basically what just happened for him right now is that everybody's going to follow suit. You know, other people, other companies are going to say, okay, all right, I got to get this guy to do something for me. Probably, maybe not McFarlane, but maybe everybody.
Yeah, a product that's more, stop motion friendly.
Yeah. But
rather than static.
But I could definitely see him picking up quite a few contracts based on the work that he's done for Hasbro in this past week. Was very clean, well done. So salute to him.
Absolutely. We got anything else for Hasbro, or that's move?
I think that was it. I mean, we could roll in the other Hasbro stuff as far as pickups go. So I think that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just found the animation you were talking about with the Winter Guard here. So that's the team that everybody's going to be able to continue to complete here with the release of this wave here. Pretty cool.
I'm in it.
Yeah, his animation. I loved. This one was awesome.
Oh, that one's really. I like
his
how
it would actually go.
I think another company hired him to do a commercial for the World of Halo figures, 3/4-inch Halo figs. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I thought for a second it might have been maybe the same, dude who did like the Mezco stop motions, but that's another studio.
Yeah. Okay.
But that just goes to say that the stop motion thing I think is huge in terms of actually marketing for companies. It really goes back to those like old school commercials, but without kids like playing with their hands in it.
For sure,
showing the stuff more in action. But
he did a commercial with those Bill and Ted figures, and that was very reminiscent of. It's very reminiscent, like this right here, like the logo like popping up,
right?
All the stuff, like very very cool. And like what you were like, I know we just like kind of like soft roasted like McFarlane and stuff, and like you got to have some good articulation, but like these figures, look what he's doing with these. Like these are the range is pretty limited on these guys, so it's just all about his style and stuff, and it's really cool to see a guy in the community get the recognition. Sure,
definitely.
Like this right here is complete. Like I had like flashbacks to like any '90s commercial,
right? I feel like
or some shit like that one.
I feel like a Sunny Delight commercial would play right after this.
Oh, yeah,
not Sunny D.
Yeah, so I guess that does it for Hasbro. I guess we could just roll right into NECA. There seems to be a little bit of NECA news this week.
Yeah, there's quite the NECA buzz, if I may go as far as to say. Yeah.
It's got the buzz.
I might say
the roar, baby. They had.
Well, basically, we talked about it just to kind of touch on what happened last week. We had the pre-orders go up as part of a kind of 3 weeks of pre-orders in the month of April program that NECA's doing, which kind of drops some new reveals and a new thing up for pre-order that is like revealed and up for pre-order the same day. And then some stuff that's already kind of existed that you can now, safely pre-order instead of having to go hunt in stores. So last week you had the Rat King and Vernon 2-pack these are all cartoon turtles, by the way. And then you had the Triceraton Infantryman and Roadkill Rodney 3-pack. So again, stuff that's probably currently or has been at some point like on shelves at Target, because this line was exclusive to Target for a while.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So now you can pre-order it here. And then with that came the new reveal of the Pizza Monsters, which of course, if you're a real NECA fan, you better get 3. I mean,
that's true.
Hello. What are you, a fool?
Yeah, man, these things are going to go for $300 sooner or later.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something about something else that they released once that nobody picked up 3 of. It goes for $300.
But then this Friday, yesterday, in fact, we had another set of pre-orders go up, and that includes the Splinter and Baxter 2-pack here.
Oh,
again from the cartoon. Yep. And then you had the Triceraton like captains, Captain Zerax and Zork. So these are not army builders, but kind of leaders for those Triceraton armies. But then as a new reveal, also up for pre-order, you had the Ace Duck and Mutagen Man.
Let's go.
There they are. Look at those winged things.
boom.
Those wings look kind of small, huh?
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wings and
I don't know
things,
how-
baby.
I don't know how
I don't
accurate.
remember how he looked in the show enough to be like, hey.
Right. Well, I'll
I
tell you,
know
there's
they
one
do.
dude who definitely did not remember how Mutagen Man looked in the show because he got absolutely roasted on Twitter
Oh no.
to the point that he deleted the tweet because NECA replied, honestly, how can you criticize without? I think, first of all, his tweet was like, I can't believe you let Super 7 destroy you on this. Like, there's, it's superior. It looks so much, like how I remember it, basically. I'm paraphrasing to make him sound probably a lot harsher than he intended. But NECA responded, how can you criticize without knowing the source material? Their stuff is based on the Fred Wolf cartoon. And then he, got roasted on some Facebook groups and he deleted the tweet. But it is how it is. This is how Mutagen Man looked in the cartoon.
Ah, yes, grainy as always.
Right.
It's a little
Jesus
blurry.
Christ, it
It's
looked like
your
it
screen's
looked
a little
like
blurry, Fabio.
Oh,
about
God
to
dang
see
it.
shocking footage. I was like, oh,
Hang on. Retrying.
Hey, that's what it looked
It's
like
exactly how
before
you remember
HD.
him. Blurry.
that's how I
Even
remember
in
him
the
in
photo.
the VHS.
Yeah, that didn't really help much.
Yeah, that did
In my
not.
grainy VHS, that's how he looked.
Yeah, exactly. So, it is pretty accurate. Comes with a couple interchangeable heads. God, where is it? Comes with an interchangeable head, some accessories. A-Stuck comes with some guns, VHS tape, different interchangeable head, a little hat. Pretty cool. Kind of standard 2-pack price, $51.99. And then these pre-orders will be up for like a week, these new pre-orders. And then the ones from last week, I think, and on Monday, maybe?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you've got a few more days to secure your three pizza monsters.
Three?
And then
Are you sure? Is that enough?
I need to get this Tim Allen Rat Man for sure.
Oh, that's
Rat
what I'm
King.
talking. That's exactly what I thought. Like,
Hell
is
yeah.
that the Tool Man?
Is that Tim the
Like
Tool
the
Man
Tool
Taylor?
It could be.
Where's the
Batman and
cocaine
Plaid
accessory?
Jeez. Needs the mustache for that one. There's
So
nothing
I
better than Tim Allen's mugshot.
That's true. That's true.
All right, so I think that was the last thing for NECA, just those new pre-orders
There was
or some
one.
turtle stuff.
Oh, there's one more thing, baby.
Was there? Oh, excuse me.
Whoa, what
Uh,
are we missing?
Hold
What am I
on.
missing?
I think it was on Toy Arc. Could be wrong, but I know I put NECA up here for a reason because I saw something on. No. Oh no, it was exactly what we just talked about. I'm an idiot.
So don't be so hard on yourself. You're already buying 3 of them. You're fine.
I know. Of
I
course.
know. Don't let that take away from the fact that you're still going to buy the 3 because you're a real TMNT fan.
Absolutely, no question.
But
And you're
Here's
also a
one
real
thing.
fan of money.
Absolutely. Have you guys seen these anywhere? I have not seen them yet.
no, but they are
I've
starting to pop
never
up
seen
in
these
stores. So this is kind
No,
of
but I've seen
add-on.
quite a few people online get it though.
Yeah,
What's the MSRP on this? Do you remember?
it's like 120, I think.
Christ.
110.
Yeah, it's a good deal, but still, damn.
Yeah, it's standard, 4-pack price. I did see like a toy hunt video where like a Target employee was trying, like the guy, the distributor for NECA was there putting it on the shelf, and a Target employee was like standing by, the distributor was about to give the employee like the 3 that were on the shelf there before he finishes stocking them. And then the person in the video comes up and is like, "Hey, yo, you beat me to it, ah." And then the distributor ended up just giving him 1, and you can tell the employee was a little salty about it.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, I mean, stonks. The price on those things.
Of course. What are you gonna do?
Right. So this is showing up at Targets now. Definitely, check when you can.
Yeah, I'm
Although
basically
I'm
at
not trying to
Target
upgrade
every day at this point.
Yeah.
Just looking.
Your life should be most mornings at Target right now.
True. Yeah, I guess that
Hey,
does it.
you're a real Target fan.
That does it for NECA.
It does indeed.
You're trying to
If
shine.
you want to get more details on anything we kind of discussed here, definitely go to NECA's Twitter feed and check out some of the live updates, as it were. All right.
Absolutely.
What's next? We got some Mezco, right?
That's it. We got Mezco. Hold on one
All right,
second.
all right.
This one goes out to all you Mez heads out there.
Hold on.
All you Mezits.
Now
Mez.
it's really Mezco time.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm glad I clicked into the stream then. Well, actually, there's really
there's really no mystery here.
no, there's really not. Here's the thing about Mezco. Like, the way it works is you always talk about it in the past tense because all these things like just kind of happen and the pre-order goes up and it sells out or whatever, or the buy it now goes to waitlist, and we're just left talking about it in the past tense because you just kind of had to be there for it.
Oh yeah, you just had to be there, babe. You had to be there.
Right. So we had I think we had something on Monday. Maybe not.
People in chat are saying real quick that the Casey Jones unmasked head was leaked during an April update.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
Forget to talk about the kind of updates with the.
Is that right?
Yeah, that I meant to get into that when talking about how this April they're doing all those updates on these pre-orders. So every week there'll be a new pre-order, and since the last pre-order in April also coincides with the last week of those April. In April updates.
In April updates?
I'm sick of the word April at this point. But the last pre-order next week from NECA could be the April figure.
I mean, it's got to be.
I mean, I don't know what it's
not, and, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man.
Didn't they like pump fake us and you thought it was going to be the the 112 Superman and it was the 5-point short? Is that what happened?
Well, that was the other week, and that was Mezco.
Okay.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. So, this is the last thing from NECA, and then we'll actually get into Mezco. But this is April. The actress who played April, kind of doing updates as talking to people about the sculpting process and like the whole thing with her deal to like give the likeness for the figures that she wanted to like document the process for like her YouTube channel and all this stuff. So she kind of goes into the creation of the figure and giving credits to all the people that work on it. And then within that video, you see some little like behind the scenes images and some in progress shots. And so in one of these shots, I guess I'm just going to have to scrub through it. They show, I think it was on her channel actually. So NECA did like one little update right here that was like, 4 minutes long. And then it directed you to go to her channel, and there's like a 6-minute version of it where there's a picture of Casey Jones, kind of in progress, unmasked Casey Jones. So that's coming through. We don't know if it'll be, with April, and that's why they're pictured together or whatever. But unmasked Casey Jones is coming.
Hell yeah!
All right, that's cool. What was I gonna say? This whole thing that she's doing, this whole campaign, is through NECA, right? This is not her like on her own like super diva shit, right?
I don't think so. I think it was just maybe like an opportunity, to kind of do something cool for her channel, but also works for NECA. I don't know if NECA's officially like making her do that. It probably is her own part of it as, in a deal to give the likeness. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
She, it's cool content no matter what. It's you get to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. Kind of brings a new audience to her. I think it's cool,
For sure. She's leaning into it as she should.
For sure. Why
and
not?
I think she was part of the reason that NECA was able to get the Casey Jones likeness is kind of her doing this and doing the process. And this is all probably past tense. Like the figure's probably ready to go and ready to pre-order, hopefully by the end of the month. Yeah. But this is all kind of retroactively showing us the process of that. And then that's what helped convince Casey Jones to give his likeness too.
Nice.
Super nice. All right.
Nice.
So go check out NECA and on their Instagram or their Twitter.
What's her Instagram?
Judith Hogue Official.
Okay.
Got to hit it with
Go
the
to
official.
her and there it is. Got the in progress head sculpt right here.
As opposed to the unofficial Judith Hogue.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. Don't believe any of those thirst traps. That
don't follow
unofficial
Judith Hogue.
It's not Judith Hogue fans. It's not any of that. It's Judith Hogue Official.
You're talking about the mom from fucking Halloween Town here.
That's right.
You gotta keep it official, baby.
You gotta give respect where it's due.
All right. So was that it for NECA?
That's actually it for NECA. Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
So now we'll get into some Mezco. So on Tuesday morning, we were treated to a nice little slugfest email telling us, "Yo, lug nuts, look alive. 2 p.m. Eastern drop." Hope you enjoyed the Mezco
Fabio.
Toys newsletter.
Fabio, before you go any further, just because I'm uneducated,
Stupid.
I'm an ignorant fool. I'm an ignorant fool when it comes to Mezco. Why
Okay.
isn't there a figure of that guy?
We're waiting for it.
Okay, that guy looks kind of cool.
Right? Jacked,
Look at
ripped
that.
dude with a helmet and a leather jacket. He looks sick.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice, man. Where's this?
You
I
know
want
it-
this
you
guy.
know
I
it's
want the
gonna
guy that
happen.
tells me to look alive.
Must be nice.
Hey, right? Not everybody can pull off like the duster and shirtless look. But we're waiting for it. There's definitely a few Rumble Society characters that we've yet to get that haven't even been teased. Like I still want the 112 Cyber Rider, which was like the little chibi figure they did, the little skull cyberpunk guy.
Yo, Cyber Rider. Now you're talking my language.
Right? So Tuesday morning we got this, and you had a couple hours to get your funds together. We had no idea what this thing was going to be. There was kind of some speculation because there was an in-hand picture leak of the white Krig that might be what it could be. We don't know, but instead we got this, a new Gomez.
It's all blurry. I'm sorry. It's just really
yeah.
funny.
You gotta let me know. We need a non-verbal cue for that.
For real.
maybe one of the sound bites.
Let's go.
Yo, killing me with this.
Right.
Maybe that one.
Somebody just like do like a cow mooing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Maybe-
And then it's like, oh, Fabio, your quality of stream.
Maybe a soft, high-pitched noise that only I can hear the frequency of.
JJ laughing?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the drop was this Hazard Squad Gold Commander Gomez, Valley of the Moss Squatch. Just a fun new kind of brown and black colorway with some gold highlights of everybody's favorite Commander Gomez in that Hazard Squad outfit.
Everybody's fave.
You know him, you love him. He comes with brand
Looks like
new.
Nathan Drake.
Kind
Yeah,
of
a little
does
bit.
look like Nathan Drake.
He's got that adventurer feel, and he's got the new animated heads as well. So these are brand new, exclusive to this Gomez. Adding a little value to what is essentially, a color variant of a figure we already have. Both heads come with the light up feature, which is pretty cool, as well as like the magnetic, attached to the forehead feature for the antenna. Pretty cool. But you had to be there in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, he really did.
Right after that, the page disappeared from the website.
Oh,
And then it went back up minutes later as a wait list. I thankfully got mine within the first 2 minutes. I was in and out, and then I watched the chaos unfold behind me. Explosion, walking away, not even
Wow.
looking at it like a bad.
Easy Fight Club. What's going on? I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the first gun that I've seen where I was like, wow, I would have bought this. I'd have been on
Right?
about it.
what was
like
it?
the
What was it
cartoon
for
look.
you? The cartoon
I
look.
like the cartoon look, man. It sucked me in. I'm a child of nostalgia.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
So I'm like, okay, cartoons. Now you're talking my Mexican.
Jesus
And
So
I saw the
more like-
pigeons. Oh my god.
Go ahead, Rick.
And I saw those pigeons.
Right?
Come on, man.
Yeah, you get some pigeons. Boog for your pigeon
I was,
army.
I'm just about
you
to say, Boog's eyes lit up. Rats with wings. Oh God, I need
Exactly.
this.
Is
And,
Boog talking? I can't hear him.
This
I
is
don't
where
think so,
I was able to get in and out quick because you don't even look at the product. You add it to cart, you get through, and then you check out, make sure it completes, and then you go back and check the listing. And that's how I knew the page got taken down, because when I clicked the link to check out the listing again, it was gone. And
Just like that.
right. So I'm
Let's
looking
go.
through it, and I'm like, okay, first of all, it was $95, so more stripped down version. You don't have to buy the full bundle pack that came in the bodega box for the regular Hazard Squad Commander.
Mhm.
So it's just the one figure. It's $95. It's got light up features, and then cool. I'm like, I love this. This is probably my favorite design of Gomez, and I love the new colorway. Cool, I'm in. But then what really got me, kind of like the comic head got you, Rick. Oh,
Uh-oh.
it's issue 2 of the comic.
Oh,
Oh,
that,
okay.
so you know what that
Whoa,
means?
Hasbro comic
Yeah.
booklets?
What that means is that there will be a new Slugfest ad within that comic, or
Ooh.
perhaps a new coming soon Rumble Society character tease within, and we'll get that next breadcrumb in the path to discover the next Mezco drop.
That's it.
Dude, I'm
Watch the sky.
really interested in that rat guy right there with the like a feather looking sword thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this was
Into
part
that
of the Hazard Squad like vote. They put up. We talked about it on the podcast. It was they put up those 3 characters from the Hazard Squad. It was Dippodomus, which is the Latin genus name for Australian kangaroo rats.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Right. You got Death Adder, who is literally Snake Eyes with a snake head. If Snake Eyes was a snake. And then you got Clamps MacGuffin.
Is that really what his name is?
Yeah, some Ulysses Clamp MacGuffin.
There's no
Wow.
fucking way.
That's a real callback to Futurama. Huh? He's giving him the clamps.
Exactly.
He looks like a sadder Dr. Octopus. Kind of.
Yeah,
Just
something like
only the 2 arms. He's still fat, you know. He's got
And he's just like watching in horror. What am I supposed to do to help these guys? All I got is a clamp.
I think he's supposed to be like Scottish or something in the comics. So like in my head, when I hear a Scottish accent, I think of Craig Warwick. So he just sounds like Craig Warwick to me. Just
Craig
like-
Warwick.
I ever tell you about
Every
the
time
time
you
that I
hear
accidentally called.
Batman, you hear Kevin Conroy in your head, right?
I ever tell you about the time I accidentally called Craig Warwick Irish?
You nearly started an
I didn't-
international
You think that's not Irish? I was like, no, sir, you're mistaken.
I
That's not
misspoke.
what I said.
do the claws like extend at least, or do we know anything?
See, so it's just a fan vote right now. We don't know what's up
Okay.
with these next few characters. We know that Death Adder won the vote like by a staggering amount.
Well,
which
no
is
shit. It's the coolest looking
foolish,
dude.
in my opinion, because we know they have G.I. Joe. We know we're gonna get Snake Eyes. We know this is gonna be the Snake Eyes figure with a snake head. So there's really no reason to have gotten this first, other than to like get Snake Eyes early or get a pastiche of Snake Eyes that you can make a custom of. But now that we have Snake Eyes coming, there's no point for him to be a priority. Should have been. I agree with you, Rick. All of this is to say, yeah, we should get Deepodomus first.
Yeah, man, I want that rat guy, and I mean,
True.
we're regardless, like that not Snake Eyes is like that's a character that you don't even have to ask about. It's gonna come, it's gonna happen. Either
Yeah,
way.
for sure. We want to complete this team, and technically we have 2 members because the Pigeon is a member of Team 2.
Okay.
Oh, you're
You know what?
done.
The rat guy reminds me. I'm echoing. I don't know why.
Rick,
It's me.
it's you, baby.
The rat guy reminds me of. Damn it. What was those guys' name? Oh, Biker Mice from Mars. Remember that?
Yeah, for
he
sure.
does.
Biker Mice
Especially
from
with the eye
Mars,
patch.
baby.
Yes, very much.
Right. So we're again talking about this kind of in the past tense, even though the waitlist is still open. This is one of those kind of chase variant drops. I get more in detail in my last stream on my channel, but basically with every kind of big production run, Mezco's been attaching like a smaller, 10% of that run with that bigger run. I think Mez said so in the interview as well. So this is one of those like, if there's 5,000 of the regular Hazard Squad commander, there's 500 of this one. So this is one of those things that it's kind of meant to be a you got it or you don't thing. I don't recommend getting on the wait list at this point, just because I don't know how much demand there's really going to be for them to like fulfill the overall list. It's definitely a possibility, but it was more a possibility the day of the drop. At this point, there's a good chance your wait list won't convert. That's just kind of the way it works. You had to be there. You had 5 minutes. I don't know what took you so long. But and then on Thursday, is any final thoughts on this, or Should we move on to the next?
Final thoughts is I don't even see this thing on the website anymore. I don't know how you're seeing it, but
So this was a part of the Slugfest drops. So this was the tease that we got. Hang on, I'm sorry, I got a barking dog here.
It's all good. So I hear this was part of the Slugfest drop.
Right. So the Slugfest drops all operate under their own kind of web page. So when you get an email specifically from the Slugfest Emporium, you get you have to go to the Slugfest page, which is this little icon on the top right of the screen of the Mezco page, and then that'll actually take you to the page where it has that, and that's where the Black Skulls were, the White Skull Agent, which was kind of like the last secret drop, as well as the Gomez of Death. So this is where all that stuff is located. It's kind of one of those things that they do on purpose because it's meant for the real fans, like not the games. This isn't one of those what happened? I didn't even hear about this. It's like, well, you will have heard about this if you actively collect this company. It's not one of those things where it's
Fabio said, well, if you were a real fan, you'd know.
Let's be honest here. This is for Wonka fans only.
Exactly. This is your golden ticket kind of invitation. It's not meant for everybody. You got to go through a chocolate first.
Incredible.
It's just it kind of is what it is. It's kind of the way Mezco does these things. It's kind of like how Hasbro has their premium Pulse membership, which you have to pay a monthly fee for or whatever for the opportunity to purchase product early.
That's true. Everybody's doing their own thing. There's always something going on.
You really got my hopes down, Fabio. I signed up for the wait list a day later.
A day later, maybe.
Don't sugarcoat it for him, Fabio.
Here's what you gotta do. You gotta pull those Mezco strings. Tell him, hey man, this guy hates on Mezco all the time. He's finally getting into this. Don't fucking do it.
But as I always say, there's always going to be another Gomez. You'll get another chance at another Gomez for sure.
Very true.
And I'll say, I always let my peeps know early. So I put the Slugfest drop in the chat for you guys. So if you were interested, I did give warning for you guys.
We were grandfathered into the real fans club.
Exactly. I extend. It's like the what are they called? The Freemasons or whatever. The Masonic temples or all that stuff. I even have the ring.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I can extend an invitation or bring a +1 to certain events just to, perhaps Kurt favor, perhaps introduce a new person into the club. It's all very secret society stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that toy show I went to last week, it's held at this venue called the Jamil Temple. And it's the same type of shit. There were guys out with fez hats accepting donations for parking. It was great. I was like,
that's what I'm talking about. Give me those fez hats.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Becca was like, we got to pay for this? I was like, nah. Ignore the men in the fez hats.
Wearing it, and you were like, I can't place your face, but your fez is familiar.
I recall a certain 112 collective.
Oh dang!
So when you're a subscriber to the OnlyFobs, you get
oh god,
the only fez.
Hey, I may go with that. Be careful.
Yeah, use it. You're royalty free, baby. Go for it.
Thank you, baby. That's all I need is royalty free music and ideas and all that. But again, this type of stuff, the Slugfest drops, all this is meant for kind of the people on the insider knowledge track, kind of the if you know kind of people. But let none of that detract from the fact that all the stuff that most people who want to collect this company care about is still up for open pre-order. You got Wolverine, you got the Snyder Cut, you got Destro's gone to waitlist. That's interesting.
Dang, you're blurry. I gave you the speaking of secret clubs, I gave you the secret sound cue. You're slipping.
Oh, and I didn't hear it. So as much as there can be that exclusivity when it comes to all the Gomez drops and the the Slugfest and Rumble Society, there's all this other stuff. And one of those things that went up for pre-order this week, we got a tease of it on Thursday.
No, bro.
And they were asking us, "Is it Kaiju Thursday?"
Is it?
To which I responded, "It could be." What you got for us?
Oh
What's going
god.
Okay. And
So-
then they revealed their new Godzilla 5 points XL line.
Not
That's
like
right.
this.
At 2
Not
p.m.
like
that
this.
afternoon, they were going to be stomping into our collections. So just to go through some of these teases, we got a 5 points XL Godzilla right here. I'll just go through the actual listing. The main thing I wanted to show here is that these figures are 4.5 inches tall.
Wow.
And how much more XL is that to the regular 5 points figures? A whole 0.75 inches.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Whoa!
Wow.
You can't be serious.
A towering, staggering 3/4 of an inch taller than your standard 5 points line. It's really nowhere but up.
Let me ask you this: Are like the diehard Mezco people picking up all of this 5 point shit too?
That's true. I'm curious as well.
To answer as I guess a diehard, I would only get the stuff that I can display with the 112. So, like for example, I'm thinking of the Warriors set, which has like a little subway backdrop and stuff that you can display like with the 112 thing. So that's why I kind of like the Popeye and maybe even the Superman kind of interest me, but I'm not like actively trying to get them.
True.
So I don't know that everybody. There's definitely people probably more hardcore than me that are just about the 5 points line.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that market too.
Honestly, when you said 5 points XL and you said that it was Kaiju, I was like, oh shit, Mezco's making like some fucking 12-inch tall, soft vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Kind of like the big grub, remember?
Oh yeah.
Exactly like the
It's
big
true.
grub. That is exactly what I was thinking.
Wait, hold on. This is $85. Why? I thought you said it
It's
was.
a set. So there's 2 sets that went up for pre-order here, and they're like kind of 4-packs.
The
Well,
shock,
$2.
the absolute shock in your voice, Boog. So funny.
Yeah.
$85.
Whoa, hold on. What the fuck?
Steve, damn.
But here's the thing about these. These are kind of they're kind of like Super 7's reaction line, right? Like the retro style 5 points articulation, but they basically beat Super 7 to market because we know Super 7 recently announced that they also have Godzilla, but whatever they're planning to do with it, it could be similar. Maybe that's why Mezco decided to go with the extra 0.75, literally just comparing dicks out here, just flopping it on the table.
0.75.
It's like, yeah, Super 7 stuff is cool, but the extra 0.75 though, I mean, you can't doubt it, and that's girth, baby.
Oh, no.
That's 7.5 inches more around.
Exactly. But yeah, so it's a 4-pack. So this first set includes Godzilla. He's got arms and interchangeable head, and
He's got the arms. You heard it here first.
He's got the atomic breath. That's right. He even includes arms.
Very true.
You got
I do
Rodan
like
with
that they
the
have
head.
extra arms and extra faces. That's something I did not expect.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely something that sets this line kind of apart from a lot of the other retro style that just has like the one look because it's meant to go in like the little packages in the blister cards. And you get Mothra.
Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Little web effects action. There's your first 4-pack.
That's actually
Pretty cool,
silk.
pretty cool.
That's
Right?
All right. That's velveteen.
I guess
You're
that's
not wrong.
crazy.
Yeah, 85 for this. And their 5 point sets have kind of been getting more expensive just by virtue of the fact that they're all sets. Like they're multiple figures with like a backdrop and everything too.
That Kid Godzilla is a must. I'm just gonna say it here.
Right. You get in the second set. Obviously, you got to get both sets. I mean, come on. I'll hold anyone to that standard.
Do
You have to. You'd be foolish not to.
Oh, that's it.
You
Yeah,
get
I
Ghidorah,
guess.
you get Mini-La.
Manila. That's where my mom was born.
Yeah, right.
That's some real early 90s
Manila.
out there. That's some dinosaur shit right there.
Yo,
That's hilarious.
shout out to Advocate Pinoy. Holding Manila down. Let's go.
Wait, I thought you were Advocate Pinoy.
Oh.
No.
Not all of us look the same, Fabio.
Whoa,
Come on.
Intended equal amazingness. We got Paragon here.
City doesn't mean that.
Okay, all right.
Hey man, we both eat our
Man,
pants out a little differently, you know.
I forgot who it was, but I had another really good like two different actors mix up earlier this week. I meant to like write it down because it's of equal ridiculousness to Paul Mooney, but I forgot who it was. I'm gonna have to think of it. I think it was like Jai Courtney and like for the longest time, Jai Courtney was the dude in Prometheus. Whatever. Dude. Never mind. I don't know. I just didn't think I haven't seen that movie in so long.
First of all, I thought you said Farrakhan just now when you said Baragon.
Farrakhan? Minister
Oh, no,
Louis
it's Farrakhan.
That is not Minister Farrakhan. But that other one that you just went to after this one, he looks really sneaky.
Right.
He's definitely up to something for sure.
But here's your 4-pack all together.
Blurry as hell.
Oh my god. I swear.
It's all good.
I'm definitely not hearing these cues. I'm not even. Wait. No, I'm not. Okay, so this is the last set. $85 for both. It's it's reasonable for all the stuff that you get. Still up for pre-order.
To you.
And, I mean, if I were into the 5 points, I mean, the thing that appeals to me with something like this, it's like it's a one and done. I have a full collection right now.
Sure.
You don't got to go hunting for it. You don't have to like piece it together as each individual one comes out. It's just like if I want Godzillas and I don't want a lot of space for them, boom, here they are. They look great.
Have you ever
They're all
wanted
called Godzilla?
But
yeah,
but wanted them just slightly with 0.75 articulation more.
Sure.
In size, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here you go.
That's it. Damn. Well, I mean, I'm thinking back. I'm putting my mind back a couple of, what was it, like a month or two when we first heard that Mezco was getting the Godzilla license. Ooh, man, I would never have expected this.
This isn't what I said.
Not like this. Not like this. Not like this.
Oh shit!
Not like this.
Clip's just playing over and over again. Damn, sorry. Nico Hodge hit us with $2. Thank you so much. He said, please clip the 85 Y bit for the soundboard, please. Yeah, we have to. I'm about to write that shit down. It is 107 because
sneaky.
Thank you for the donation, and yes, we will.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's going to be a very specific soundbite for whenever something costs $85.
Well, basically every Mezco that's about to come out is going to be around $85. $85. Why?
Right. I guess the last bit of Mezco news is that Dr. Fate is starting to hit, so people have it in hand already.
Oh yeah,
and it looks good. Everybody seems pretty satisfied with it.
Yeah, I didn't even try for this. I'm not the big DC guy, but I do recognize that it looks really good.
Yeah, here's some out-of-box pictures. It's a very nice, shiny cape.
It looks real nice. Let's not sell
I
it short.
regret not getting this now.
Yeah, that's kind of everybody's tune right now because he's sold out everywhere. He's kind of gone the way of Iron Fist and KG Beast. Like nobody was like really excited about the pre-order, and now that it's here, everyone's like, "Whoa, where can I get one?"
Yeah, who's laughing
Fabio,
now?
I was actually hoping you could chime in. I don't know if you're part of that Mezco 112 collective group or not, Fabio. But I don't know if you saw, there was a huge argument going on over this figure.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, somebody had a case and they had the number on it, and they were like, "Oh, well, Mez himself said that those numbers don't mean anything." And there was a lot of like 100+ comments of like, "He's a fucking liar. He was trying to deceive you guys. Those definitely are the production numbers." Like, there's a lot of shit, Fabio.
I don't know. I think
ring in your family.
I mean, I'm inclined not to believe people in Facebook groups. It's kind of the way a lot of misinformation gets spread these days.
Hey man,
exactly.
I have no reason not to believe.
I need you to explain that a little better, though, Rick. What was the dispute exactly?
Maybe Fabio. There's like on the cases, for the Mezco figures when they're shipped to stores or to warehouses, whatever it is, it'll say like blank number out of blank. Like I think this Dr. Fate on the box says 500, and it'll say case number 12 out of 500. So people, basically just do the math in their head, then multiply, and they're like, oh shit, there's fucking 6,000 of these guys only, or like there's only 3,000 of this because of those numbers on that box. Mr.
Gotcha.
Mez in the interview with Page said that that's not true. That has nothing to do with it. Like it's just a fucking number for their right. That's what they said, Fabio. That's what he said.
To quote him exactly, what he said is that just because that's the number on that case is part of like that shipment, but that's not to say there couldn't be another shipment going to a different place with its own production number run. And I think that's meant for like domestic versus international, because they do ship internationally. So the cases that get sent internationally could have their own case numbers at the end of it, and you'd have to see like the total addition of both, production runs on both cases, I guess.
Very true.
Okay, so what were the people in the group beefing over though? What did they see on Homeboy's case that they wanted to dispute or call him a liar about?
The case said 12 out of 500. So they said that guy's case was 12 of 500. So like we were just arguing back and forth, like, is there really blank amount? And like, no, there isn't fucking blank amount.
I see. Okay.
Just people hearing it from the horse's mouth and saying that's bullshit.
Yeah, you're a liar.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know what he wants to. We only know what he says. We don't know what's really real. But I don't know why he would have to lie about that shit, though. Honestly, but
right. All right. So just the last little look at Dr. Fate. Last thing I wanted to say is that I'm glad that they fixed the main thing that I had a problem with about Magneto. To kind of a similar design character in a lot of ways. He has the helmet, like the helmet head, and then he has the unmasked head, and then he has an empty helmet that he can hold. So that's awesome because, you can have him not just holding his severed head because the ears would be like sticking out of the side. So I that was one of my main complaints with like Magneto is he doesn't come with an empty helmet. So you can't display him like levitating his helmet in front of him or whatever.
Those instructions are in a funny language.
Right.
A little book. I'm just fucking with you.
So it looks like this is the Cyclops body too, because he has the light up chest and neck combo here.
Dang, putting that $40 LED to use, huh?
Hell yeah, they are. Look at that. It glows. It glows, baby. Or maybe the cable body, in fact, like the Krieg body,
Wow.
And then his arm effects look pretty good too. You probably put different effects on that as well.
Nice.
The Ankh.
All right.
Big ass Ankh. Jesus.
Right. Fate has intervened.
The effects are cool, but I didn't actually think that it would be that. I don't know. I thought it'd be a little sleeker or a little more. I don't know. I did see these, but I didn't know it was going to connect like that.
You're talking about the way it attaches to the arm and stuff. A little clunky,
the way it
huh?
attaches to the arm. Yeah, it's a little. I don't know. I think they could have maybe done a little better.
Yeah, they should have done it like the Green Lantern or like the Gambit effects, where it's like the whole hand is connected to the effect.
Right. Yeah, that would have made way more sense. But does he not have ankle pivots? What's going on there?
Yeah, he kind of does. This guy. I mean, this is just a quick table pose, but I've seen someone maybe in the Discord page. I can pull it up. Has like a more bigger example.
Or bigger.
Yeah, the figure itself looks beautiful, but the figure itself looks really, really good. It's a beautifully crafted figure, it seems, but yeah, it's just looks very limited as far as the articulation and what you could do with all of that shit on him.
Yeah, there's that ankle pivot if you want to look there.
Okay.
It's all right.
When they first showed this, I said the figure looks really nice, but I'm just not, that heavy into DC where I would care about Dr. Fate. And I'm kind of hating because this looks very good, and a lot of people's Doctor Strange figure, we had that issue with the it was two issues. It was the issue with the cape that started the cloaks that started coming apart at the seam somewhere, and the fact that his pants kept falling off too.
Yeah, I had to super glue my pants on.
Don't
At
we
least
all?
on the first release, the like New York Comic Con exclusive, like the first appearance version, did better with the pants, but still. All right, so that is actually it for Mezco. We can move right along to SHF.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Say
Uh,
it
What
British
is
if you mean.
what
so
is SHF?
SHF, there's one official piece of news and then one kind of rumor mill type thing. So the official piece of news is P Bandai sent out a email earlier this week letting everybody know that whatever investigation was going on in terms of their crates and stuff. So rewinding back a couple of weeks, there was a huge storm at sea, and the excuse me, the ship that was shipping all of like there was like UI Goku, there was 2 event exclusive androids, the reissues, SH Figure Arts, Young Gohan. There was also some Marvel, some MCU stuff, and everything that was coming from the manufacturer was affected by this storm. The actual ship was, it contained like thousands and thousands of containers and items and whatnot. But P Bandai's stock just happened to be on that ship. So there was a huge storm. A bunch of containers were compromised, fell off the ship, and a lot, of course, it was a great time for meme culture in the Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts community. Everybody was saying that, they're renting scuba gear, they're going to get their diving license and all sorts of shit like that. Incredible times for sure. But now the memes are officially dead because because they tweeted that all the red tape is gone. They have all their products, and they're gonna start shipping very, very soon. So thankfully, everybody's stuff is not compromised. I know a lot of people were left waiting for a bunch of their stuff, especially like those event exclusives. That, in case everybody forgot, or in case people don't know, these event exclusives were from last year, and people were getting them as early as last year too. So the first wave that went up, if you were able to get the first wave of that, you got your shipment back in like December or something. It was last year. But then they put up a second wave of pre-orders, and then those people had to wait for a second shipment, and this is the second shipment that was withheld. So that's your Ultra Instinct Gokus, and then your 2 Android reissues. And then, of course, Kid Gohan came out, was just a regular, web exclusive release, a P Bandai release as well here in the States. And that happened to be on the same container too. So, this thing has been wrapped up in red tape with like insurance for the boat, and I'm sure some sort of inventory issues for P Bandai and like Bluefin themselves and stuff. It's just been wrapped up in all this paperwork and stuff, and it's really cool that finally it's all done. They're washing their hands of it, and they're finally getting all the product out to everybody, which is super tight, because it really sucks that that you like already spent your money on this stuff, and it's just like you see everybody else just getting their shit, and then you're like, what about me? Hoist Prime is saying it was August. Yeah, it was forever ago, dude. It's crazy. So that's pretty cool that people are going to start getting that stuff in hand. And then the speculation I'm seeing a lot within the community is, and I know, shout out to Johnny Quick, Classic Thunder. He also, I saw him asking this question as well. He was thinking that with these new figures finally getting like an actual like official second release and an official release in terms of Gohan, will it like decrease the current like aftermarket prices for them? It's really tough to say, especially with SH Figure Arts. This is such like, as much as I hate to like say it or anything or even admit it, this is very quickly becoming like a very hype beast line for sure, especially in the aftermarket. So it's really tough to say if the aftermarket prices will go down. Of course, like people asking for the event exclusives, it's really hard to say. Like I think like once those prices are up there, people are it's just gonna stay. Maybe you'll see a lot more people more willing to like cut deals within like these individual groups, just because more people are getting stock and they know like their items aren't as a hot of a commodity as they were a couple of weeks ago. But when it comes to Gohan, I think his aftermarket price is already like set in stone at like 120. So like if you can get your Gohan for anything around like a bill, I'd say go for it. Who knows if these new Gohans being out in the wild will decrease it. I think the basic like aftermarket gold standard now with these P Bandai things is always going to be whatever BBTS like sells it for on their site. So like on P Bandai, Gohan was 80, but on BBTS it was 120 or 115 or something, just because they have to pay the import fees. They have to go through the same stuff that we as consumers have to go through. So that's why it's marked up a little bit more. So here in the West, like I feel like nobody is really going to be selling Gohan for anything, you know, less than what our official or one of our official like redistributors are going to be selling it for. So that's kind of like a crash course on like how to like what to expect in terms of like the aftermarket prices for these. People in chat are also saying that finally Raditz is also shipping as well. I just got my email.
Buddy.
Yeah, I just got my email this morning. Super stoked for Raditz, man. I cannot wait for this Raditz figure. It's gonna be tight for sure. And the
I got Raditz this past week actually too.
No shit, from P Bandai or from a third party?
I don't know where it's from. It was shout out to my man MML _ PC. He hooked me up, so I don't know where he got it from. He got it early, but he did, and I don't know if it was early. I don't know.
I mean, like, so with these P Bandai things, like, you know, they come out in Japan, and then, you know, P Bandai usually gets it like a month later or something like that. So, and I know, so like, this is a good time as any. Have you opened it yet, Boog, or no?
Yeah, I opened it. I messed around with him a little bit.
What's the verdict?
He's good. He's good. I do think that you may have some. I mean, he's still kind of delicate though in certain areas, and you know, there's a lot going on here. You know, you still got to be kind of careful. You can see my arm is off. It's not broken. This is the arm that comes off to swap out his folded arms or whatever, which I haven't actually successfully done yet. But but you know, all of these parts here on the armor and stuff, obviously all of those come off too, and they will come off in times where you don't really necessarily want them to come off. But the size, the stature, the you know, the look, everything is pretty accurate, pretty nice in my opinion. Though it's still a very nice figure.
Absolutely, I can't wait for mine. I was gonna say,
solid for sure.
I was gonna say, now's a good time of any to kind of explain what's going on with what P Bandai means and whatnot. P Bandai is just like we've said it on the podcast before, but like just as a refresher, P Bandai is just like the official store for us in the West to buy Tamashii Web exclusive figures. And for those of you who don't know, Tamashii Web exclusive figures are there. That just means that they cannot be reissued once they're printed, and once the pre-orders close for these guys. Like that's it. They know how much they want to print, and then they'll print that many, and then that's it. They're in the vault forever. They won't re-release them. The only chance for re-release with some of these Tamashii Web exclusives are most famously was the Vegeta and Trunks reissue a couple of years ago, where they created a whole new subline called Premium Color, and then they did one for Cell as well, I believe. And like that was like their little loophole of re-releasing, you know, Tamashii Web exclusives. Another loophole is doing recolors for con exclusives like New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. And this perfectly blends into the next piece of SH Figure Arts news, which is there's been rumors going around that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is getting a re-release, the 2.0 Super Saiyan 3 Goku more specifically. A couple of big names in the SH Figure Arts community were reporting that some stores were saying, like they talked privately, and they were telling them that some stores are getting reissues, and some stores even put up pre-orders, and people have like placed their pre-orders, and this is for like retail, like and which is pretty crazy because because Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a pretty sought after figure for sure. But people have reached out to Tamashii Nations, whoever, whatever the case may be, and asked them for sure, and they've said, "Nah, dude, there's no plans right now to re-release Super Saiyan 3 Goku." Now, of course, this could just be something that's just like a canned response. Maybe they have like some sort of like reveal planned, like an event, and they're all like, "Hey, by the way, we're reissuing arguably one of the most sought after regular release figures in the line right now." And like the reason that I touched and briefly went back over what P Bandai means and whatnot and Tamashii Web exclusives mean is because I know Super Saiyan 3 Goku was a while ago. It's like, I don't know, like 24 releases ago, but that is a regular figure. I know, like it feels like yesterday. It is just.
I never put this figure away. It's been on display since I got it.
It's a great figure, man. It's so good. But like, yeah, people forget that this is just like a regular release. It's like completely open to be re-released and reprinted at any time. It's just Tamashii Nations just like, basically holding onto the Uno card and just being like, yeah, man, not today, I guess, basically. So, this news, this rumor, for now, it's just a rumor. People have speculated that maybe that it could be like, from what I'm hearing around like the forums and like the community and stuff like that, is people are saying that this could be just like a restock to where maybe they found like, leftover stock for specifically European territories and whatnot. Or maybe it was just an extremely late stock for European territories, because the only stores that have pre-orders open are European storefronts for Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah, they're all in the UK, yeah.
Exactly. So like it's really up in the air. I would hope that if like you're a distributor, like one of these like stores is putting up pre-orders, I would hope that you're not just like throwing up a pre-order for Super Saiyan 3 Goku without like any information. So this information has to be coming from somewhere, but who's to say what the real story here is? Is it a restock? Is it a reissue? A reissue is definitely not impossible, because it's not a Tamashii Web exclusive. So we'll just have to wait and see. I know we were saying earlier, there are events between like Toy Fair and New York Comic Con. There are events that are between here and the next toy show. So we'll see if maybe they're holding an announcement close to the vest for this. But who knows, man? I'm gonna pull a Fabio. I have a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I'm fine. Boog's got one. He's fine. Yeah. I mean, you just had to be there, right? Am I right? Let's go.
Yeah,
had to be there.
We should
part of the only pops for that one.
We should ask Day about whether or not pre-orders are popping up over there.
Absolutely, yeah. Day has his own storefront as well, doing great things over in the UK.
Actually, I don't know if you saw, but Fabio's been displaying this image that Insta Tamashii revealed.
Let's go.
Earlier today.
Was this earlier today? Oh shit. Oh yeah, one day ago. Yeah, they put up this little guy, an in-depth review of the upcoming cooler figures now on Tamashii. Incredible. Yeah, man, this figure is going to be crazy, dude.
Look at all that movement. Oh my god.
Absolutely. I cannot wait, man. We've said it before on the podcast. What's up?
I said, what are we looking at right here?
Just this cooler figure. There's like a breakdown of the articulation scheme.
Oh, okay.
We said on the podcast before, SH Figure Art, specifically the Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts line is in a renaissance era right now. Nothing truly, I feel like there hasn't been a flat release in like what feels like forever, to be quite honest.
I would have to agree. Did you order Birder?
Oh, I sure did, baby.
Oh, okay. I still gotta secure mine, but I think I got a line on one. That's the last thing I need right now. Well, you know what? I guess maybe I'll be able to snag one of these Gohan since the ship is out of the I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, since they raised the Titanic, it's been 80 years, right?
Yeah. Right.
was gonna say during that thing, man. You know the way, like, I wonder if it's gonna be how sneakers works.
Ooh,
How sneakers works is that, like, sometimes things like that happen, Poncho, where like the release will happen, the sneakers are worth a lot of money, and then at random Nike will be like, guess what, we're re-releasing,
let's
and
go.
then the prices will dip for literally like a week or two, and then after that week or two they go back to what they were before. Everybody that like has the new stock gets desperate and wants like a fast return, then it's back to normal like within a week or so. So if anybody sees that Gohan prices go down, because they do come in, guarantee you they're not going to be like that for very long. I do think that it would be like a very short period of time if it were to
Absolutely.
happen. And even then, I don't think the dip would be very significant. Like I could see $90,
Yeah,
like $80, but I don't see anything less than that.
90
Other than that,
was
it would be very
90 was like the aftermarket for the Japanese release when it first came out. That's what I got mine for, was $90. So like, yeah, your speculation for $90 could be right on the nose, Rick, for sure.
Yeah. So, and anybody that sees it at like $90, like if this stock comes in, I highly recommend that you just hop on it, because I just don't think that it would stay like that very long. It's like Poncho said, it's like this is like the hype line right now, and usually things like that, like when stock comes in and prices dip, it really does not last long when it comes to things that are really hyped up like that.
Yeah, there's definitely like a half-life in terms of like when is the best time to buy for SH Figure Arts like stuff, especially when they're like on Amazon. Piccolo the Proud Namekian figure is sub $50 right now. It's $49 on Amazon right now. I think like this is probably like the perfect time to buy that figure, because like once the Amazon stock dries up, even though it is a regular release, it's just gonna keep on going up and up and up. So like that's like just like Rick was saying, like there's definitely a time to buy these figures for sure.
Seeing a lot of parallels between this and Mezco.
That's true. Well, you know.
Well,
man.
it's the figure game, baby.
That's what it is.
Absolutely. So I guess that really does it for SH Figure Arts. We'll just keep our eyes on the skies and we'll see what's up.
Right.
And
more importantly, your ear to the ground.
That's true. And that really does it for our topic list, unless there's anything miscellaneous that we want to.
There were some hot toys. There were some 1/6 scale stuff that we could get into real quick. You know, we always got Trevor here in the chat, so we want to make sure his stuff is mentioned. Of course. Just to kind of touch on last week as well. Remember I was talking about that Skeletor like origin figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keldor, right? All right. Well, he's sold out.
Oh no.
So if you wanted him, you had your chance.
Dang, you just had to be there.
That's it. You just had to be there. You had to be a real fan. You had to know where to be at what time. And he's gone, baby.
Hey, you know what, Fabio? Maybe you want to check out miscellaneous shit after this. But one miscellaneous thing is 1/12 scale. Like these. I'll find it. 1 second.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Boog, and they're official. That's the craziest part.
Dang, official tissue, huh?
That blows my mind up.
Yep. And then there's some other 1/12 stuff that we need to mention. It's we'll get to it in a sec. But yeah, so this Mondo Keldor Origins sold out.
Put it in the chat.
All right, cool. So getting into some other 1/6 scale stuff real quick. We got some Hot Toys action.
Let's
go. Toys action. Ahsoka Tano. And Boog, your thoughts?
My immediate thoughts was I thought this was a bootleg at first. I didn't even think this was actually the official Hot Toys release. But you know what made me say this can't be a bootleg was I first saw this on Rosario Dawson's page. She was promoting this shit. I'm like, would she promote some third party shit of herself? Nah, this has got to be official. But I don't know. When I first saw the images, I didn't see anywhere where it said Hot Toys. So I see it down there in the corner now, but I don't know. I didn't see that. It looked a little suspect to me at first, but yeah, she was promoting it heavy. She seemed really excited about this. Obviously, you know, we talked about this many times, to see yourself in figure form, especially a freaking Hot Toys. You know, it's pretty amazing.
Yep. And I guess these lightsabers have some kind of LED in them. Did they figure out how to do lightsabers with LEDs finally?
Really?
I don't know. They look pretty
If
good.
Gundam kids can do it, I'm sure they can.
Right? Yeah, I'm curious. And she's got these like white lightsabers too. Pretty sick.
Somebody has
Gundam
been doing
kids
like
have been doing it for like 15 years, man.
and
Even
somebody
more
in the
probably.
customizing space has been doing like cathode lighting like lightsabers. It's really sick. They look really good too, and he's doing it in 1/6 scale, and he just figured out how to do it in 1/12 scale as well.
Mhm.
So
Oh, and she even has the
Which-
kind of like swooshing lightsaber effect.
let's go.
Pretty sick.
Oh, she's
Yeah, I mean, I love the costume first of all from this episode, and she's got the cloak to go with it. I mean, this looks great.
Dang.
But yeah, I
I
can
don't
kind
know.
of see where you might be coming from, Boog. Like maybe the face isn't like 100%
Yeah,
dead on.
it's the face. It's the face mostly. It doesn't
Yeah.
really. They didn't nail it, but it still looks good. But they didn't really nail her likeness. I don't think.
Yeah,
But,
it doesn't look like Rosario Dawson. I mean, it definitely looks like Ahsoka, but it doesn't look
Right.
like Rosario.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
you
like
know-
they were towing a line between doing Rosario Dawson's likeness and just her likeness in any regular appearance anywhere. Like
Mhm.
you know, I don't know.
the best part about Hot Toys that I really love about this company itself is that they're always down to fucking fix this shit like while it's in production. So that's like the coolest part is that this definitely doesn't look like Rosario, but from now until the release they might update this shit and it might look like Rosario by the time it comes out. It's
Yeah.
I mean it kind of sucks because you kind of like have to pre-order like with a hope they fix it, which they usually do. But you know, I like the effort, man. A for effort.
But that's not all.
Uh-oh. But
She
wait,
comes with
there's more.
Grogu.
Oh, she does come with a little Grogu. Okay.
You're not talking about the light up lantern? Come on, brother. What's going on?
I think this might be a separate set. Yeah, this is a separate DX set. So you get different base, you get the lantern, you get Grogu. But I think the Ahsoka herself is probably about the same. Seems the same to me. One of them is more like, you know, when she's attacking the base, you know, and then the other one is, yeah, these are the exclusive accessories. So yeah, they're just accessories. I think the other one just comes with a different base and backdrop. So you could have her with or without Grogu, whatever your preference. You know, obviously if you have, you know, like the DX Mandalorian that comes with a Grogu, maybe you don't want a second Grogu.
Right.
And maybe the lantern and all that stuff don't really matter to you, and you just want like the regular version. So either way, pretty cool.
Yeah, that was going to be my question though. Is there any difference between the Grogu that came with the Mandalorian that they just released?
I don't know enough about Hot Toys to answer that, but I mean, it seems like maybe that Grogu is probably just a different pose, like this one right here. Maybe it's like more standing than like sitting. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat can let us know.
Yes,
Sorry
sir.
about that.
Pretty good. It's the same Ahsoka, just again different accessories.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. You know, like I said, the head sculpt is not spot on, but I mean, if you're a 1/6 scale collector, this is probably a must for you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if
Fabio,
you're
I
even-
was actually going to ask you, do you know if it says in the description if those are interchangeable eyes or if it's their eye movement tech?
It did say that in one of these. Let's see.
Yeah, because they do have that technology where you move the head and the eyes move with it. It's pretty
Right.
sick.
Feature separate rolling eyeballs.
Whoa.
Okay, so it's not the eye movement technology. It has a specific name, but I can't remember it.
Yeah. Let me see if it says the difference in price too. I don't know. It doesn't really say.
Yeah. #1 Hot Toys podcast on
says
the
it
internet
right
right
there.
There we go. Okay, I got it now. Okay, the regular, the standalone Ahsoka is going to run you $285,
now. Wow.
Okay.
and then the Ahsoka
That's
and
not
Grogu. Yeah, it's not. And then the set is going to run you $315.
Austin
You might as well just get
315.
that regardless.
Exactly. You know, you get the extra lantern and all that stuff. You can use that for anything.
Come on, man.
All right. That's it for like specifically Hot Toys, but we're remaining in the 1/6 scale arena for just a second longer. we get into this Asmus Toys Legolas Battle of Helm's Deep.
Hell yeah.
Those legs look very slender. What the fuck's going on there?
Hey,
Yes.
don't talk about slender legs like that.
Right. He's got like the skipped leg day kind of look here, unfortunately.
Never did make that.
He skipped leg year. He
Yeah.
skipped all
Oh,
year,
I don't know
looked
about those feet either.
Yikes.
Woo, baby.
Plant your feet.
So this is like Atlas Toys isn't like some third-party company. Like they're an officially licensed, 1/6 scale company. But they've done a lot of like the Harry Potter figures, probably all of them, in fact. But yeah, what is up with these legs? Now, the one thing I think is pretty cool with this, it's interesting. I don't know if it's pulled off 100% the way it's intended, but I like how he has the sculpted hair where it's like tied back, and then the rooted hair is like all the leftover hair kind of draping down.
It's
I think it's an interesting effect.
Interesting method for sure. I agree with you, Fabio. Definitely different. Yeah, pulling back and doing like little braids with rooted hair. I mean, it can be done, but like meticulously for every single one, I don't know. I think this was a good choice. Good middle ground.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, the costuming and all that stuff looks great. The face is, pretty good likeness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the face looks pretty good. It's just, them legs. I don't know if he'll be able to stand with those fucking sticks.
Well, I can't stand those legs, so.
He's definitely going to make use of his arm stand if he comes with one. He just comes with a, kind of like a Helm's Deep wall here. And it's 50 centimeters tall, so you better have the clearance for that.
Oh, we're talking
50
centimeters?
Yeah. More like I made this joke on Shartimus Prime's review of the Diamond Select Legolas, which like had a leg snap on him in the review. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Damn.
But I had to comment legless.
Legless.
Wow.
And that's what we got going on here. Just legless Legolas.
Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, but again, the costuming's good. This company's pretty well known for at least pulling off, the Harry Potter line. So I think if you're a 1/6 scale collector and a big Lord of the Rings guy, this is probably going to be a must-have no matter what. I don't know who else is doing this.
Not I.
Not I. Cool nonetheless.
I would like to, but like these big ensemble cast like movies, like if I get a Legolas, I'm gonna have to get fucking everybody, dude. Like,
Imagine if Hot Toys started doing, Ocean's 11.
oh brother, yeah, I just have to get
Foolish
10 more.
not to get all 11, right?
I know.
Yeah, right, idiot.
And heaven forbid they make a 12th ocean. Come on.
Oh my god. And then if they do a 13, you can't get the 11 and then just add the 12 and the 13. No, you have to get all 11 again plus
True.
the new one to be, screen accurate.
That's what kept me away from like the Harry Potter stuff, because like, yeah, I can get you can like convince yourself to get the core 3, then you're like, all right, tight, I'll just get the core 3 and that's it. They're like, okay, cool. Now here's the core 3, but in Chamber of Secrets, and then Prisoner of Azkaban, and then
I think you can display the same amount of Harry Potter love by just a quick Deathly Hallows tattoo.
Absolutely. What are you gonna do?
That's what he has.
Wrong arm.
That's
Wrong
what he
arm.
has.
They're
See,
both
that to me
triangles,
already
whatever.
says, to me, it's like, okay, you get the tattoo or you get a T-shirt with the logo. Like, if you have one, you don't really need the other.
Absolutely.
You've precluded
Hopefully
precluded
they make
yourself
that
from
British-
buying any Harry Potter merchandise moving forward, Poncho. You're good. I believe you. You're
Hopefully
a
they
fan.
make that British Don Cheadle for the Ocean's 11. Even better than the British Don Cheadle.
The
worst
best
British actor
Don
ever.
Cheadle, of course.
The best Don Cheadle, and I mean the close second to Captain Planet.
All right, so that's it for 1/6 scale stuff. Let me get into some 1/12 scale stuff, specifically the 1/12 scale Primal series of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, which has 5 days left in its Kickstarter and is more than doubly funded.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Joey.
So congratulations to Spiro Toys, Jason Bienvenu. This is, by all accounts, a success already. If the previous campaigns are anything to go by, product's going to be great. we've definitely talked about this here on the podcast before, but
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we're not going to
congratulations.
be on the next time, and this will have been finished by then. So we want to make sure we get you mentioned here and get that final push, because in this time is when the real stretch goals start getting unlocked and everything. And they've done a really good job of unlocking stuff so far.
How many more stretch goals can they possibly unlock in the next 5 days?
So they're at 207 right now. So in 10K more at 217, you're going to get kind of more generic army builders, it looks like. It's less armor pieces, but just kind of the blank bodies for the different like houses, like the different tribes or whatever of the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
These ash ones, you get these onyx ones. It's 10K after that. And then 237, you got the Chunari infantry. 257, you get the feral Sienna. And then the big one that I think, if the tracking is anything to go by, you're gonna get this new like Thane Savage figure, which is like a big chonker, oversized figure unlocked.
Nice.
So a brand new sculpt, a brand new character and everything. And that's the last thing that's left to unlock. If they shoot past this, who knows what they could give us down the line? But we definitely want to make sure that people jump on this. Now
So
that
the last tier is at 285.
right?
Okay,
And they're
so
not far, only 70K away, really.
Yeah, 70K and
That's an absolute limit.
Yeah,
70K in 5 days.
yeah,
All right, yeah, we should maybe put up a post on the A.C.B.A Instagram, help them
for sure.
Get over.
Yeah, I might end up jumping in on this, honestly, just to support in whatever way I can. But I think they got some good shit going on. Even though if I said in the past, where's my soft goods? I don't see any soft goods on these guys.
I'm only interested if they make that gorilla guy.
I'm sure there's a lot of people like you, Rick, for sure.
That's pretty funny because that's the one thing that I was just looking at too, and it's the last fucking stretch goal.
That looks like the guy that carries in Patrick during the Fry Cook games. He's scary. He's carrying him.
Oh man,
he is. Big, chonky. I am in awe at the sheer size of him.
You know what? As toy collectors, we just love fucking gorillas, man. That's
True.
really what it is.
It's true, man.
You don't got to tell me twice.
I got
Let's
two
go.
King Kongs right here, and I'm seriously looking
We
at
were
the
talking
big,
about
like
Monkey Man
18-inch
last
version
week.
after I saw Captain McKay Random's review. I'm just like, ooh, he's big, he's chonky,
Absolutely.
he's technically 1/12 scale. I want him.
That was a good review.
Yeah.
Great review.
Shout out Captain McKay Random. We should have mentioned him during the stop motion
Oh
segment.
yeah. It crossed my mind, and I meant to say something too. But yeah, somebody who's been doing stop motion and doing it very well for a long time too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to
Sure.
Mike.
Yeah, so I'm. This is personally my favorite of all of them. Like the kind of white tiger dude.
Nice.
Mhm.
Kickstarter exclusive. I might end up jumping in on this and getting one of those. I do
I like that dude right there. I like this one. That head
Yeah.
sculpt
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah, he looks
Very
sick. And
cool.
somebody, I think, mentioned it to you on Instagram, Boog, but these could make great army builders for like a high evolutionary for your Marvel display.
Yeah, somebody did say that in the comments. Shout out to whoever that was. That definitely piqued my interest.
Mm-hmm.
Police, yeah, high evolutionary and the comics. If you don't know, is somebody who does a lot of like gene experimentation and like biology experiments and splicing different species together and shit like that. So yeah, they would make for some cool background characters if we ever actually get a high evolutionary for Marvel Legends. You know.
Mhm. Hey, I mean, I'm sure some of the Hasbro guys are interested in this too. Maybe they'll be getting some, and it'll make them want to make high evolutionary.
Good possibility. You know, we got a pretty tight knit community here, so
Mhm.
everybody knows what's going on. Even if you work for one company, you definitely paying attention to what the other companies are doing, especially as it relates to independent people and like these guys are for sure watching. And like I said a couple weeks ago, I'm rooting for anybody that's doing their thing independently and trying to basically make their way and hustle within a very niche market here that has been forever ever changing and growing and just thriving, you know. So anybody who's making their way in whatever you're doing, even if you just making blood splatter effects or some shit like that, if you get it, then get it, man. You know, I support you. I salute you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's the main reason I'm interested in getting at least a little set of these, a couple good ones, just to mess with them, support the line. I love these guys as like army builders.
Yeah, those are cool too.
Be cool to have them as armies for like a Gorilla Grodd or something.
Mm.
Ooh, the Gorilla Grotto.
Especially, I guess we can mention that because there's a great Gorilla Grodd out there that you're definitely going to want as the commander of these guys.
Christ.
But
Jeez.
no, these look great for sure. This is probably my favorite one right here. I'm kind of lingering on it because I like it a lot. But a lot of these are sick designs. I love the colorway. Like this one's weapons. I love the colorway of these weapons. Look at this.
Very nice.
Real nice. All right, so you got 5 days left to back this, everybody. Definitely go support Spiro Toys, Spiro Studios, Jason Bienvenu with Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. 5 days left. Let's hit those stretch goals, yeah? Let's get Rick his giant gorilla dude.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
You know what I'm talking
Just
about?
Rick. Just Rick.
Just me. I'm trying to avenge Harambe.
Where we
I
at?
know it.
Saturday evening, Sunday, Monday, so through Wednesday, I guess it'll be wrapping up, huh?
Yep.
Or Thursday.
It's going to be Friday, April 23rd at 6 p.m.
Oh, okay. All right, that's the 5th day. Got it. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, between now and tomorrow evening, I guess maybe we could get something up on a story or something to help promote or whatever.
For sure.
Oh, somebody just bought something.
Let's go.
Yeah. Come on, if you're
there you go.
in the chat and you're buying these right now, let us know.
Absolutely. For sure.
All right, so yeah, that's Spiro Toys. Once again, shout out
yeah.
to Jason. And what's next? Oh, well, actually, nothing's next because we just in the miscellaneous section, huh?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
There was one thing that you sent me that we can get into here.
Oh, yeah.
Getting into 1/12 scale. So there's a company called 5 Creation that's got these pretty cool. What are these, like shipping container sets?
Well, they're like, I mean, they're like sort of like shipping containers, but you would see like these little setups at like docks or some shipping yard or something, and it might be like a little office inside of here. In fact, if you remember in the Equalizer, was it the second one or the first one?
Oh, it's a great Denzel.
Denzel?
Yeah, was it the first one where he where the guy? No, I think that was the second one where the guy came over. No, that's the first one. That is the first one where the guy who was part of the mob that was here came over to kind of see what happened to his guys and clean up shit, and then he killed those guys inside the little office. Yeah, that was the first one, right?
Okay.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was in one of these.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Where I've been working the past few weeks and where I'm working on Monday morning is nothing but stacks of these.
Hell yeah.
To obscure a giant, set, let's say.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting. It's it's not an uncommon thing to see, and I like that it's kind of all modular as well. So there's like different sets that you get and then combine. This is really par for the course for a lot of like the 1/12 scale, like dios that are coming from overseas. Like a lot of Chinese companies are making these, and to their credit, they're all really freaking solid. Like this is another one that I'm looking at like, oh crap, another one of the lines that I want to get into. And this one I've seen before from them, so I didn't know it was the same company.
I do think that maybe, I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna pay 300, then I want like a more full diorama of some sort.
Right.
So I think that might just be just a little overpriced, maybe. I don't know. That first one, this one is 170. Okay, it's just the one, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you get one of these, it's probably gonna really entice you to get a second.
Right.
So
I guess
enough, I just sent a link in the chat to somebody else that's doing something just like this at a little bit cheaper price.
Really interesting. All right, let's check it out. Is it Smash Lab Creations?
Not at all.
Hey! Shout out to Smash Labs Creations first and
Yeah,
foremost.
funny.
Let's
that
go.
was
Okay.
not any sort of disrespect to Smash Labs.
I was
Let's
going to
go.
mention that too, to say that maybe you would want to get one of these to pair with some stuff that you got from Smash Lab too, or whatever.
Absolutely.
But
Right.
I could see him just kind of making these himself, really, and it'll surely be cheaper because this is not foam, that's for sure.
Right. No,
Mm,
these are
that's
usually
not
made
really
out of
fun.
these are metal. These are straight up metal. So this will be cool if you have a fighter with a magnetic feature. Right? Wait, I missed that. Sorry.
Made of metal.
Made of metal.
They just
Bro,
shrunk. They just
so
shrunk the whole
metal.
manufacturing plant, basically.
Basically,
It's
there's
super brutal.
no ambiguity at all there. That shit is just like, no, this is metal, bro.
To the place that makes
Yeah.
shipping containers, they're like, can you make these but like 1/12 of the size?
Mhm.
Say no more.
I feel like honestly, this is better than and less wasteful, certainly, than like plastic.
I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
These could be old Coke cans for all we know. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're not going to see these not degrading in a landfill for the next 500 years. So I'm trying to figure out whether these are two separate sets. Like you get the B1 and the B2, or you get the B3 and it's both.
Oh, I don't know.
And I'm kind of thinking that's what it might be.
Might be the price hike could explain that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, the 269. So if they're 170 to 130 each, it's like still it's a little on the expensive side just because there's another company called 12 World that I have a bunch of diodes of, and they have similar kind of high value for the price diodes, and you get like this half 2-set thing, still only $84, and it's not made of metal, but it's made of resin.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe the price is just because it's made of metal and everything, but they do have some other really good sets. I mean, look at this. Of course, we saw the chamber and everything that you can get like a smaller version of without the tubes.
Yeah.
But like, look at this.
$100 for a
Car
television
gate.
booth. You can be serious.
What is this? This is sick.
Oh, is that a gate of time and space?
It's like time and space. And you can get it in a different color.
Dang.
That's the gate of time and space. They do a lot of 1/6 scale stuff too, but yeah, 112. The 112 dio market is really opening up. There's a lot of people doing this kind of thing, and I have one of these dumpsters too, and these are made of metal as well.
Dang. What's the quality of the metal like, Fabio?
It's good. It's good. Emilio Lopez is going to call it out though. You can guarantee the rust is real for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What are we talking on these metal
What's that
dumpsters?
clip
Fabio? Are we talking like
accessory? What's that look like?
This one is like a resin base. With some
Harley
flavor.
makes perfect sense on there, huh?
Exactly. Right, just about to get dropped into a vat of chemicals, right?
Very, very extravagant stripper stage.
Yeah, there's a deluxe version with a pole in the middle too.
Oh no.
I mean, I have some of these. This one's just like a base, but it's $60. All that is to say that these, yeah, I guess that they're maybe the metal justifies the price. The modularity is definitely like good, and it's there, and it comes with the AC and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean,
Gotta have
300 basically is a lot to commit to this.
It is.
And you need multiple. Obviously, you need at least 2 of these to make a proper shipping yard.
For sure.
And I'm sure you can turn these around and it can just look like a generic container too. There's definitely possibilities.
That's it. You weather it over
So,
time, throw some water on it.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to do any painting on it. You can literally just actually rust it. Leave it outside for a week. Get some nice dirt and spider web.
With those dumpsters, Fabio, what are we talking about as far as metal thickness? Are we talking like cookie tins? What's going on? Grandma's sewing kit? What's up?
Grandma's sewing kit. I would imagine they're like 040 aluminum or 080 aluminum or something like that. Like I can't imagine those being like thick pieces of metal. Like it'd be dumb for them to make them so thick. It'd be a nightmare to ship them.
I mean, it's pretty light.
Yeah,
but, it's a good.
Oh, that's 080, baby. Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that size anyway.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But that's the
Sorry.
lid. I mean, this part is a little thicker. It has like a rim and everything. And And it even comes with like garbage bags that I haven't filled out yet, but you can like put stuff in the garbage bags and
That's perfect.
have the dumpster full of garbage. And it has stickers too. So you see in the picture here on the screen share, it's got all the stickers attached to it. But I haven't attached any of them yet. So obviously if it's a Chinese company, so all the stickers are like Chinese.
They're all Chinese.
That's right.
Yeah.
You put me in a trap again. I walked right into it. But you can throw some A.C.B.A. decals on here. You know, whatever. It's your life. I'm not a cop.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could put your Deadpool Vespa stickers on there if you want to, or just get stickers from other people making shit in the community. Yeah, you could go onto the A.C.B.A. website right now and get the sticker 4-pack. They're circular stickers. These are not die cut, but hey, listen, you could take it back to the very early days of A.C.B.A. and cut the sticker out yourself. So it'll be done.
If you're part of, if you know what you're doing, you already have the skills. So let's go.
Yeah, basically.
This is the DIY die cut sticker kit.
Basically.
I have a couple of these on pre-order. I have this piece on pre-order because I got the other two, like the two bases right here in the front and back on another website in stock, but they were sold out of this one. So I'm hoping to get this like blast wall from BBTS pretty soon. It's still on pre-order, but this stuff is pretty legit. I mean, this will pair well with like the tank from the other company, stuff like this. And then they even have like a full-on Terminator. It's in stock. What?
Oh, yeah, the party, Richter.
It's in stock.
See you at the party. Let's go.
300. Let me. Can you go back one? Let me see that. There was something that I wanted to see there. Oh yeah, I wanted to see that little car. The car. Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, it's detachable too.
Oh, it's all modular.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely a Nissan.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try one of these. I'm gonna have to try a couple.
Here's another one, different color. So they do a lot of. Obviously, it's the same mold and everything, but you can do different colors depending on your scene. Even the tanks and all that stuff come in different colors.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You keep stacking up different variants of that, then you'll have a little junkyard going.
Someone said you have a whole 12th world.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Some might say that. This one is the car. See, it's the ground without the car, so you can do. The car. Okay. Yeah.
And
here's the back of the car.
Just the treads. Just the treads.
Right.
Dang, here's the bed. Kind of fucked up. They gotta sell you the cab and the bed in two separate parts.
Right. And if they don't have the same color bed as the car front that you have, then you're screwed.
Yeah, they have.
Cool. I mean, even the tires come out. That's pretty sick. And the door.
Leave it up to these guys to perfect that figure DLC right here. Let's go.
Right. And then I think you've seen this one before, Boog. This is the little castle ruin and everything. Nice. These are pretty sick.
Very Dark Souls.
Right. Hey, Nightwalker's calling it out. This is the Street Fighter destroyed car.
Yeah, this looks like a safe place to park.
Yeah, I think those ripped dudes will keep my car safe.
You know what's wild about this is that like they're all like perfect squares and shit like that. So you keep getting more of them. They're basically enticing you to like get 4 of each of these at the very least. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I mean, build out a whole base. You get the front of the car, you get the bed, and then you get just the base.
Yeah.
Just as addition.
Let's go.
Right here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, one of each. One of each, right. Please. I would go to the 112 store and say. Or the 12 World store.
12 World store, baby.
A lot of this stuff's still on pre-order, but if it's in stock, BBTS is a good place to get it just because there's only a slight upcharge. Like, I think I got this from another website at $75 each.
Oh, nice.
So, it's not a bad upcharge. This one right here, they still have, this is kind of the more small basic one. This one is $40 and it's $40 everywhere. So
nice.
On the spot. If you want to see a more in detail look at these, I actually did an episode with a Toy Kind of Mood. You can check them out at God Hates Geeks. We did a whole diorama special, and I got into the nitties and the gritties of all of these dios. Up close look, at least the ones I have. These I'm definitely interested in though, for sure. The whole factory set.
Hell yeah. McDoug
So
in
all of
chat.
that once again was to say that if you can get a whole like factory and like all this stuff for the price of only one of these, I don't know, it's a little much maybe.
Hmm.
I think if you're gonna go all in on it, obviously you just want to get the set that comes with both.
Definitely try and price match with Smash Labs Customs. Let's go.
Hey, Smash. I'm
Hey,
looking at this. I'm looking at this whole setup. It's going to cost me $600. Can you price match?
How many containers can I get for 600, Chris?
Real quick before we move on, McDoug is saying this. He can definitely see those ruined buildings being used a lot when the Sentinel comes out. Of course, baby.
Oh yeah, no doubt,
Without a question.
These right here, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, but you should check these out for sure. I highly recommend.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
two
definitely.
These fence pieces are like 100% worth getting.
Yeah, you said you got 2 of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna definitely try something.
Very nice.
All right. What else we got? Is that it?
I guess that's it.
The link I shared.
Oh shit!
They're kind of similar.
Oh yeah, that's right. I meant to bring this up too. So thank you, Rick, for this. So Ami has their own kind of 112 accessory and diorama sets.
Let's go.
There's a burger vending machine.
A burger vending machine. Hello? Yeah? All right, cool.
Hey.
There it is.
That's just like the power plant.
Exactly like it.
Cool. It's a model though, right? You have to assemble it, it says.
It is a model, and it is priced accordingly at
$10. Yeah,
$9.10.
$9.10.
And it releases like right now.
At any day, any moment this week, it's happening.
I'd be down. I'd be in for one. I'm down. This is pretty sick.
Yeah, this kit is basically like less than 20 pieces. I can't imagine that it's
that's a really, really small size.
Just having all these different pieces together just creates a more lush, vibrant 112 world. You don't have all of the same thing. You have multiple things from multiple different sources. It's great.
Exactly.
This is the same company that did the claw machine and like the Dasher machine.
Oh, that's sick. Okay.
Like Christopher Miller in chat says, 1/12 world, one people.
That's what I'm talking about.
112.
You're gonna be screwed if you try to look for this, Fabio, because they make a shitload of like planes and cars and shit.
Planes, trains, and
automobiles. Yeah, let's go.
That's what I'm talking about, brother.
But this thing, I also wanted to mention because one of the other guys at Toy Kind of Mood on that episode has this in progress, working on it, and it's a bitch. It's a bit of a whole thing. It's kind of crazy how much work is involved. It does not come like this. I wish they had some pictures of it, but it may be better that it doesn't. So everyone will go check out Toy Kind of Mood, the diorama spectacle. And
something tells me that this is very delicate, though.
It's pretty solid. Like it's almost like fiberboard, like MDF board.
This reminds me of like just how simple like train model kit like buildings look on the box to build, but then like you open the box and it's like you got to build the frame of the window and shit, and you got to do all that stuff. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, and it's not painted at all. It's just a plain like canvas color.
Yeah, and they're still asking 130. Oh my God.
That was what we got into. It's just like, damn, all that work, and it costs less than half of that destroyed ruin from 12 World.
Well, this one's intact, Fabio. First of all,
I guess that's true. You are paying less for the ruins. I guess that makes sense.
People are asking.
So you could fit like a motorcycle. You could have a Wolverine garage in there. Whatever, bro.
You do it all. People are asking what website this is. This is amiami.com.
Amy. She's cute.
Yeah, she's great.
Amy, she's a hottie. She's a hottie.
Chasing Amy. I love that movie. Kevin Smith, 98.
Yeah, I was chasing Amy when they fucking banned my account last year.
No, I was so happy they gave it back to me, man. I was gonna cause a ruckus.
And they gave mine back too. Shout out.
What kind of ruckus?
I just ordered from HLJ basically.
I don't think
I'll take my money
It's,
elsewhere. I
All
guess
right.
that wraps it up, huh? Anything else?
I think that's actually it. We might have done it.
All right. Well, goodbye. Hey, welcome to the after show. How's it going?
Hey. Oh,
Hey,
All right, we did it.
what up? What up?
That's it. Beep, 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 beep.
Everybody having a nice time?
Let's do pickups and let's talk Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Doer, brother.
we should for sure.
Fabio, what'd you get? I'm gonna go ahead and grab some stuff real quick.
Literally, I don't think I got anything this week.
Oh shit.
Oh, I got
Oh,
a new frame. My framing spree continues.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I got all the Rumble Society cards framed. My very own collection of photos from somebody who has me blocked due to complete misunderstanding. It's great. It's my favorite.
That's too bad. But that is
they can't block this,
that's
right?
it's very slick though. That looks very neat. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it.
I'm gonna have to redo like a lot of my frames and reorganize them to make this fit. But yeah, I'm into it. It's better than just leaving them in the package thinking that they're gonna accumulate value like their Pokemon cards.
But that was the only thing you got. I guess I'll go
Literally,
because
that's
I'm
it, I
I'm gonna
set
have to
something
travel.
out if that counts. I didn't get a pickup, but I got a drop off. Can I mention that?
Sure.
a little drop off, huh?
What'd you drop
Yeah,
off?
I don't know. I think he might be in the group. I know he's in the Discord, but Jonathan Riley, he goes by the Mighty 25. He, we've been chatting in Discord and stuff. He's getting kind of back into the Mezco game, and he's been looking for a Gambit. Can't find it for less than 150 anywhere. So I'm like, listen, I got an extra. I got it for a custom that I never really finished because I kind of ran out of space. And it's the only problem is that it has a QC issue where he has like two left hands or two left hands and two left fists and no right fist. But you don't really need the fist with Gambit because he's holding accessories most of the time. His staff or the cards or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do 100 on it. Just basically it's retail plus shipping from Mezco Direct. So yeah, we worked that out. So that was cool. He should be getting that pretty soon. I don't know if he listens to the podcast, but it saves me. If he does, it saves me having to send him an update saying, hey, I shipped it today.
Very nice.
Hell yeah. All right. Who's next?
I'll go. Real quick to clear it up. I know people are clamoring in chat.
Clamoring.
It's people saying you didn't pay your orders for Ami Ami. There's this thing called coronavirus that happened. So and yeah, I don't know. It's not real here. I'm sure. I don't know if it's real anywhere else. But there are some more pressing things to spend money on during that time. So I just gotta let it slide, unfortunately. Anyway, we didn't do pickups last week, but I did want to mention that that terrible toy show I went to, I did grab. Oh baby, let's get.
Whoa. Okay. Excuse me.
There it is. Look at him.
That's it.
Fabio's foaming at the mouth.
You got this for me, right? Right? Poncho?
No, but
Yes.
I can say yes. Sure, Fabio. Yeah. But it comes with like
it has a decoder ring code at the bottom.
Yeah, what's the deal? Is this still valid? Do I get codes from this or what? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's just like swag and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's just like a little like business card and like some stickers and stuff, and of course a decoder ring and like a keychain.
Yeah. It's like the old logo and everything. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's what caught my attention. It's It's like the old logo.
Yeah. That's from when you were collecting Mezco, right?
Yeah, that's basically. I also got this right here. Another one, same.
Oh.
Now you're just flexing.
Same vendor. Oh well, it doesn't. Here it is. It goes like that.
Yeah.
And then in here, it's.
That's newer. Okay.
Does some shit. I don't know what it does. There's.
What is that? Dawn of the Dead?
Maybe. It's like this old Mezco sticker.
Oh, it's like different art. That's cool.
It's like
The
living
front.
Dead dolls. Oh, here it is. Yeah, living dead doll
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Right
Yeah, but
there.
it looks like Dawn of the Dead. That's cool.
And then I haven't even opened this to see what all is in it. We can do it live. Let's do it live.
Let's do it live.
We'll
write it and we'll do it
and things suck.
All right, so it has like a little living dead doll in it.
Oh.
And like a metal EMS. What the fuck is this?
Oh wait, zoom that in or like bring it up.
Enhance.
Oh, okay. That's one of the old style Mezits. Okay, that's
Oh,
cool.
cool. There's I also got there's another decoder ring in here, another keychain.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
go ahead and need that.
I don't know what's in here. Maybe it's cologne for men. Not sure. Let's figure it out.
I'm curious.
Yeah, we're doing
Is that Night Swept?
What?
Oh shit! It's pretty nice. A little damn, this thing is heavy. What is this, pewter? Oh, there's no way. It's like a little a little mez, baby.
Whoa, dude! What? I
Dang.
want that.
Hell yeah! I feel like I'm holding a noisy cricket right now. Jesus Christ!
What? Oh god, you're gonna have me going on eBay right now, aren't you?
You know, this set is not expensive at all.
Right.
Because of course I'm a Mezco collector, so the first thing I did was look up aftermarket retail values. So, but this is not expensive. This, I think I searched like just
I think I see the cube one.
yeah, Club Mez. It's just like I just searched like Club Mez or whatever. And
All right, you suck. I'm buying it right now. There's only one shipped in the U.S.
There you go.
God damn
Before
it!
any of the viewers do it.
That's it.
I don't even like Living Dead dolls, but I want that. I want that little statue.
That's just pretty cool, man. It's nice, and it's just a little mezzy baby right here.
God damn it, you suck, Poncho. All right, fine, I'll get it. You could
Nice.
have just sent me both those sets, and we could have called it even on that Batman. But no.
I know. I could have just done it. I also grabbed this from GameStop, the Inspector Gadget that came out.
Hell yeah, dude.
I've been messing with it the entire show. It's so nice. This figure is so good. Shout out to Diego, one of the guys from Discord, Diego, Super Saiyan 63 on Instagram. He's been a huge advocate for this Inspector Gadget figure since it came out. So,
how much did you pay for that?
I think with after like coupons and stuff, it was like $60, but it's like 80. It's like normal retail on GameStop, like 89 or whatever. And I think like whenever GameStop does like their sales and stuff, it applies. Like those sales apply to whatever.
Did you buy any of those helmets?
Which helmets?
This past week, for some reason, like every single Marvel and like Hasbro related helmet was only $30.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I did not, unfortunately.
I bought the Ant-Man and the War Machine.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I should have saved that for my fucking pickups. You guys didn't hear anything. I didn't say anything, man.
And then the last thing I got was
Not the no way.
I found it.
Perfect, man. That's so sick.
So I got
Is that the one with the trailer?
yeah, it's the Earthrise Optimus Prime, which is I think the newest one that's out, the Kingdom one. It's just a re-release of this, right, Rick? I can't.
Is, yeah.
Yeah.
So without the trailer, right?
No, I think it comes with the trailer too.
Oh, okay.
Actually, why don't you tell them how much you paid for that?
That's true. Well, you know, MSRP for this is $49.99. But if you go to Ollie's, the store that always smelled like someone spilled paint, it's only $20 there, which is crazy. Okay. They had that, and they had some other robot guy. I don't know. But it was wild, man. Like, and you know, I say it on the podcast all the time. Like, my area never gets anything. So, like, I walked into Ollie's, like, and I'm not gonna find anything here. And then, like, I looked in like the toy aisle or whatever, and like there was nothing. And then I was just like walking around, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, man, what if I just turned the corner and it was just like somewhere it's not supposed to be? And sure enough, next to all the pottery, there it was. And yeah, man, it was pretty great. Christopher Miller is asking, how big is this Inspector Gadget? It's normal, 1/12 scale. So here he is next to a Lightning Collection Adam.
Okay. Yeah, it's the head that makes it big.
Yeah,
the shoulders are almost.
He's tall. He's a big guy, but like for you, but stupid. But he's you can fudge him, whatever, man. If you I can't.
Ooh, come on now.
What's the deal? Are you gonna make him fight Waldo, or what's going on?
Oh yeah, well, of course. He's gonna be be in my team of Earth Special Forces for sure, fighting Thanos.
That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, man, that's it. That's all I got for pickups. To be quite honest.
Was it Boog next?
Boog's
Nice.
Yeah, I could go. I was you know, I'll be traveling on Saturday night sometime, but so I was gonna go first, but you guys were talking.
Whoops.
So yeah, this past week I definitely got the Mr. High Build-A-Figure wave. Shout out to Rectangular. He actually got me online on the wave, and that's how I was able to get it. So I am reviewing those figures. I already reviewed Shang-Chi. It's up on the channel right now. And right before we went live, the Win Woo review went up as well. And totally bungled that. I didn't realize that. Not the entire review, but it seems like the 10 ring spoiler here are going to be like rings around his arms. They're
Right.
around the arms of the figure. And not rings on the fingers here. So yeah, I didn't even mention that at all in the review, and like 10 people already commented about that.
Right.
And yeah, one of the weapons, his weapon that he was packed in with, I had him holding it wrong. So yeah, I'll update that in the next review. It'll be the female character next, Jing Li or Ying. I don't know what her name is. But yeah, surprisingly, these figures have been pretty nice. Like I didn't really care about the MCU figures in the wave, but they've surprisingly been pretty nice. Especially Shang-Chi. I really do like Shang-Chi. So I got that, and then I already showed Raditz. I got Raditz. Really, really happy about that. And I also got the Avengers Nick Fury, which I'm going to review. That's going to be the intermission review in the middle of this wave. So after I do the next review for the female character from the Mr. High wave, I'll do Nick Fury and then finish up the wave. So that's what's to come. And I think that was it I got in terms of figures this week. Yeah, that was it for me.
Rick, do you have anything?
Oh man, it's not like I mentioned it at any point during this show.
It was just a mention.
No, I didn't. What? No, I didn't. I didn't say anything. Did you guys know that GameStop had a $30 sale on all their Hasbro related helmets?
I'm just finding out about it now.
I can't hear Poncho for some reason. That's crazy.
How much were they, Rick?
But they were $30 previously. Some were $100 previously. Some were $120. But
Damn.
they were all $30.
That's more than 70% off.
You know what? I think your math is right, brother.
That's it.
Real quick, if anybody has a line, on the Marvel Legends Modoc, let me know. Send me a message somewhere if you do. It's not for me. It's for someone out of the country, but I'd like to get it to them as soon as possible.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Vinny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody doesn't know, the person that this is going to is one of the. It literally has to be like one of the first 20 people associated with A.C.B.A. Great guy, Mr. Vinny, down in Brazil, from Brazil with love. Incredible sculptor, great artist, family man, deserves this Modoc. So anybody that has it.
Yeah, we should maybe get him one.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll hopefully I find him one while I'm wearing one of these helmets. I bought an Ant-Man one. I got the fucking War Machine, and I was tempted to buy everything else, but I was like, hey, you know what? Where the fuck am I gonna put them?
Hey.
Hey, look at us.
Hey, who'd have thought?
Look at us.
Not me.
Not me.
So if we're dealing with pickups real quick, I just wanted to, because Rick, you reminded us in the chat, we got to talk about these guys real quick.
Yeah, we have to, man. I thought that's what we were going to talk about, and I was like, no, they didn't say it.
I forgot, because this company, PC Toys, also does these 112 style, dioramas and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. So they also have a figure line. Obviously, I don't know. It could be licensed. Maybe isn't.
No, it's not.
It's not. They have their names. They have the name of the movie. I don't know. It's pretty up there.
That's MLB, Fabio.
Oh, the cat. Okay. It's a lower
Major League Black
Okay,
Suit.
that makes sense.
I mean, like this is the same. This is the same company that did Neo, correct, Rick?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hacker.
The hacker.
The hacker. They're just very brazen about it at this point. Huh? They're just like, you know what? Nobody questioned us when we did the hacker.
True.
So
Yeah.
let's just fucking call a spade a spade.
Hey man, and it was a joke, but I guarantee you, like they will say that this is MLB for sure. Like that's like
yeah.
that's the perfect cover.
And
How could it fail?
Dot J and K.
Yeah,
Not Agent J. Just
No.
Agent.
Yeah.
J and K.
And in the movie that they're referred to Special Agents J and K.
That's true.
They're not so special with this release. Huh?
No, absolutely not.
Agent TLJ. Right here.
Yeah, man.
Agent LMFAO.
I think the Will Smith definitely looks better.
Oh, for sure. This, you know what? This Will Smith looks like the head is better suited for an I Am Legend figure.
Right. I'll bring it up, but I mean, it's a super grainy photo, but he looks like Obama right here.
Oh
Like
no! What?
Very skinny neck, a very big.
What are you talking about, man?
Just in this silhouette right here. From the side, he looks great. From the front, I don't know. Maybe if he was wearing a tan suit, it would look more like him.
Oh no!
I mean, from the side, it looks just like him, but I don't know. This front silhouette is not really doing it for me.
Oh,
look
God.
right here. Look how grainy this is. I guess I'll have to up the quality of my stream again.
Oh no!
Tommy
I
Lee
can
Jones
see.
He looks more like James Brolin doing Tommy Lee Jones.
Kinda, yeah. They
the
it's like
fourth
they aged
version,
up. They aged up, Brolin.
Right. He looks more like Brolin. I mean, I'm sure they have to kind of fudge the likeness a little bit. You know, maybe it's not 100%.
Yeah, you know what? I mean,
maybe
like
if it looked too good, you know.
Exactly.
Expanding Main says what everybody's thinking. Tommy's face is not wrinkled enough, and
It's
know,
exactly.
I
right?
couldn't have said it better myself.
And my man was what, like 50 years old at the time, and he already looked like he was 80.
Right.
Oh man.
No, this definitely looks like Brolin.
I
wonder if you can swap if they'll do, you know, with the same body, the same tooling and everything, they can do like a lot of you know, just the same body but just the new heads and give us what's his face, Brolin, and then also later on like they can do Hemsworth too, and obviously they'd have to do a new female body for Tessa Thompson, but you know, still good.
True.
That'd be really cool to just have a bunch of special agents.
Yeah,
you know?
that'd be super cool. I think
Nothing else?
like, hey man, like I don't want to say it. I think everybody's thinking it. These guys are definitely listening to the fucking podcast because what do we talk about like a couple of years ago? What do we need? We need what do I need specifically? You guys can go back in the archives and clip that real quick. But what did I specifically ask for? 1/12 Neo from the Matrix and 1/12 Men in Black, and we got it, baby, with soft goods. So they're thinking of you too, Fabio.
And they're giving us the pug, brother. Look at that. We got the pug in the mix.
Let's go, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank.
3/4 looks just like Will Smith, but right here, this looks just like James Brolin. Right here. I'm not the only one seeing it. It's literally just how blurry these pictures are. I'm sure if we got higher quality images, it'd look better.
Yeah, the K is a little off for sure, but the likeness for Will Smith is there for sure. Like the 3/4 turn type of deal.
Yeah.
The biggest mistake
The
here is
palm
that
photo right here.
there's no noisy cricket, is there?
Yeah, that's what's strange. There's no noisy
guess
cricket
not,
with the
huh?
Will Smith, huh? That's crazy.
The hell?
But
And then-
K, well, that's not even a noisy cricket either.
No, K comes with all the weapons, and J just comes with the neuralizer and the earpiece. What is this? I don't know what this is.
Is that the?
What the fuck? They can't have two neuralizers?
Oh no! I just realized that. Oh fuck!
Oh, I
What
guess
the hell?
maybe you can't. Oh my goodness,
That's
you might be right.
You got. That's why you got to get
Nice job,
two
Igor.
J's. Oh no!
You gotta get two. You gotta get the 2 set, right, which comes with the pug as well,
Two
right?
set?
And
Damn.
then you gotta get the individuals.
Oh man, PC Toys really fumbled the bag, huh?
I guess so. They did not secure it well at all. But I don't know. They still look good. They still look pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, they look cool. Like I'm really
Nothing else.
tempted to buy them. Like whenever Big Bad Toy Store put them up, I'm gonna be like,
Will BBTS
Exactly.
put this up? They didn't put up the hacker. The hacker.
didn't?
No.
Oh no, you'd have to get into some of like the
Facebook
Ami
group.
Amis, but shipped from Hong Kong.
Yeah, like
So I'm talking
Facebook
about-
groups and stuff will have it.
Giant Toy usually has stuff like this. Let me see.
Oh, China model toy probably have it.
And maybe even what do they call it? Like 1/6 kit or whatever.
Yeah, very true, very true. Silver Saucer is saying one of the Mezcos basically came with a noisy cricket.
That's true,
Very true, very true, very true.
but it's not
It
the
is.
cricket.
Not. Yeah,
I
man.
mean, to confuse that for a real noisy cricket would be like to confuse Will Smith
With a
for
Barack
President
Obama.
or Tommy Lee Jones for Josh Brolin.
James Brolin, according to you. A second ago.
Is it Josh Brolin? Oh, did I say
Josh-
James? Whatever.
You did say James.
Hey, it's one of those. This isn't exclusive to anybody. I confuse actors all the time. It's kind of terrible. I just hope I never do it on set in person. I would look quite foolish.
True. Emilio Lopez in chat is saying what I was fixing to say. The accessory that Will comes with is the Time Walker from the third movie.
Oh, interesting. So it's kind of a pastiche of both, you know? Maybe this is meant to be Josh Brolin. I don't know, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm getting mixed signals here.
Hey man, if this being based on Men in Black 3, if this is based on Men in Black 3, we're one step closer to a Jermaine Clement figure from Flight of the
We can only hope.
Conchords.
Who was like the leader, like the main like boss of the Men in Black in those movies? Was it Rip Torn or someone?
I don't know his name, but I definitely know the
Rip
actor.
Torn is the main boss. He
Okay.
talks like this.
We're not
Right.
hosting some sort of intergalactic kegger.
We're not hosting some intergalactic kegger.
You can dodge a wrench. You can dodge a ball. That one.
Yeah, that guy. Oh man.
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine?
But I like the taste.
Oh no.
All right, I'm not seeing these guys on Giant Toy, but any of these like third party, Hong Kong sites will hook you up with these guys, usually for pre-order.
Sure,
And it's kind of the way of like the Wolverine or like the Logan from Logan that people
Yeah.
are using. It's
Steve Rogers
kind of
too.
like most of these like 1/6 scale figures where there's just a pre-order and then you do the pre-order and then you just see the figure. But by the time it comes out, it's impossible to find.
Mm-hmm.
So if you even are interested, just go ahead and find a pre-order somewhere and lock it in. Lock it in.
Look at him, baby.
Lock it up.
All right. We want
Sick
to talk Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Let's do a little F and WS.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, so as usual, we're talking about Falcon and Winter Soldier. Came out yesterday. So if you
Right.
haven't seen it, I'm sorry, we're gonna spoil it. So here we go. Boom. Spoilers are up.
Yeah, this is the right time to walk away, everybody. Don't feel bad.
Absolutely. So yeah, man. What first of all, one episode left after this one.
And there's kind of a lot to tie up.
True. Which storylines will they choose to tie up this time? Because like the funny thing about like I'm having flashbacks to like WandaVision. By the second to last episode, I was kind of thinking like, yeah, they got a lot of shit to explain, dude. And then by the end of the last episode, they just didn't explain half that shit. So pick your favorite storyline from Falcon and Winter Soldier and throw it into the pot. Hopefully it gets explained. We'll see. I don't know.
So we got one episode left.
Let's get Boog's hot take real quick.
Yeah, Boog. You wanna talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier just a little bit, and you can get out of here.
Yeah. So this we talking about this episode from right now, Friday, right?
Yes.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this show, honestly. I liked the. I don't know. I feel like they neutered Bucky throughout this whole thing. He's kind of bland, and um, I do like I do like how this episode kind of ended with Falcon training and getting nice with the shield and shit like that. I do like that, but I don't know. I don't really like the aspect of Falcon not actually having any powers and still being able to like throw the shield with impunity and just like with no like problems and shit like that. Like I don't know, man.
I mean, he got
It's
a good
fun.
afternoon of training in. I don't know what the problem is.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, he got all that training in out of order. It seems. I was talking to Rick and Dave Walton about it. That scene definitely is edited out of order. The training montage, because he is nice with that shield. Literally one scene earlier with him and Bucky just casually tossing it with no problems whatsoever.
Right. I got that impression too, but I think the way I justified it in my head is that like that's how fast because I noticed it too. Like they were just very casually tossing it, and that shit was bouncing back and forth. Right. I think maybe by nature of the shield, you toss it very lightly like that, and it still goes fucking hog wild, and you still get some force to catch it. So when he's like putting effort into it, into the training montage, that's what requires more training. It's not a casual toss.
Okay.
So putting even more force into it makes it like an actual deadly weapon, you know?
True.
I
expect.
And what you're saying also makes a lot of sense. Like
absolutely.
that talk could have easily come after the training montage, and it probably would have made more sense.
Fabio, coming from a Mezco fan, I truly admire your skills of mental gymnastics.
That's just me watching it being like, okay, I guess that's what's happening, and then I just kind of move on and keep going with it. But yeah, when I think about it, that was a little weird. I did definitely catch that. Like, so what's there's some discrepancies here.
True.
I ran the numbers; they don't add up.
That's
so yeah, like you guys said, it's kind of all over the place. I do like John Walker kind of bugging out and shit like that, but like to what end though? Like I don't know. Like even in the comic books, it's not like he was a villain. He's just a dickhead in the comic books.
Yeah.
You know, he's just like you know, like a smart ass, a wise ass, real tough, and just like an asshole. Like, you know, like Spider-Man to the max, like angry Spider-Man or some shit, you know?
Spider-Man with no remorse.
Right.
No conscience.
Yeah, so, I've not really seen him as a villain though.
No,
he's definitely not the main villain. I mean, he's gonna he's an antagonist, but I don't know that he's the complete opposing force for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No, I don't think that, and I don't even think that. I think that's the problem with this particular series, is that there's really no like real villain. Like everybody's neutered. Like, you know, like John Walker's not supposed to be a villain at all. Like, you know, he's just bugging out off of the serum, I guess, or whatever. Then we had
little roid rage, yeah.
Yeah, then we had Zemo in the mix, who's supposed to be like this badass, like, you know, I don't know. And then he's like playing nice with these guys. They didn't really play up his like mastermind persona really, or his like diabolical shit. And then like, I don't know, he was like a bitch. Like everybody's a bitch in this show. Like I don't understand. The toughest person is the girl, is the little girl.
Yeah, I mean, she killed Battlestar in the previous episode.
Not according to John Walker.
There was one thing that I wasn't sure about. The lady that came to visit John Walker, who's that supposed to be? I know that name in the comics. Who is she?
She ran Shield before.
She's Agent 14.
It was basically her character Beep, though, honestly. But Julia Louis-Dreyfus, yeah, man, that was
homegirl
from
her name is Val, I believe.
Val, but she has the whole name.
Well, really, it's Contessa
de la Fontaine or whatever.
Telefondo Treve.
Yeah.
Hey man, they better give us that secret chili recipe.
Absolutely.
But she's supposed to be she's basically Madam Hydra, right?
Oh, is that who she is? Yes.
In the comics, she becomes Madam Hydra.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, so I don't. So yeah, I guess they are setting up John to be some freaking villain at some point. But overall, it's still a fun series, but I don't know. It's not like it didn't knock my socks off. It wasn't like super exciting. I was just really wanting to see Invincible.
Invincible was pretty lit. We should talk about that in a sec too. But
Was that the last episode? I thought it had one more.
No,
there's
one
more.
more. Yeah.
There's one
Okay.
more.
This is like the
So I
calm
guess-
before the storm episode. Next
Yeah.
episode's going to be all action all the time.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the final episode, to wrapping it up. And like, again, I think that same thing with WandaVision is that we will appreciate all of these episodes and all of these little things that we get here as they build up the next 5 or 7 years of cinematic of movies and stuff like that. I think we'll come
Right.
back and we'll appreciate this stuff a bit more. Right now, it's a little underwhelming. But I like the fact that these characters are still living on in between the big movies, and we seeing some stuff. It's like I always say, these are like side issues of a bigger story arc. In the comic books, basically. So you wouldn't go nuts about picking them up, but you would want the complete story, so you will pick them up. You'll read them at the very least. So
Right.
that's how I'm treating it.
Yeah. And just to get into some stuff from the comments to address what we've been saying, what's her name? Val is Madam Hydra, but that turned out to be like a triple cross as well. So she was like working for somebody else to betray Hydra, and it was a whole thing. But a lot of people are saying that it's going to be a setup for the Thunderbolts. We don't know who the real power broker is quite yet, although Sharon Carter is acting super sus more than ever in this episode too.
I thought that kind of confirmed that she was the power broker.
Yeah, right. I mean, she's got a lot of very expensive paintings, and she's hiring, and apparently originally hired Batroc the Leaper, George St. Pierre in the first episode, and hired him again for this one. So, yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys watch the show with subtitles on or no?
Yeah.
The subtitles ruined that, by the way, because it says Batroc speaking on phone in French.
Oh,
I was like, all right.
You don't have
Okay,
it.
thanks for letting me know.
Algerian dude. She says like you'd be in an Algerian prison,
True,
and that's his whole thing is that they make fun of him in the Winter Soldier movie. They're just like, who's this French guy? Well, he's Algerian. You see?
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah. But like, as soon as like, because like it's one of those things where like it's supposed to be like ambiguous who's on the phone until like they hint to who it is. But like the first thing before anybody even starts speaking, big ass letters, Batroc starts speaking his French.
Right.
Okay.
It's like watching the Snyder Cut, and every time Wonder Woman comes on screen, it's ancient lamentation music.
Is the lamentation of the women.
A lot of people are. I mean, John Papa Sergio especially. He's saying Ross is the power broker, and they're setting up Thunderbolts. Ross and Dame Hydra working together.
Damn. Don't get your hopes up.
Dame, right? Dame.
Damn.
I put no cards into like big moves in these like shows.
Right.
Ever since WandaVision, like I can't spare the mental fortitude for this.
Right.
But Pancho, I was going to say the other night, big moves still happened in Scarlet Witch, and it's going to lead into the multiverse of madness, which he's doing, but it just wasn't what everybody wanted.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
It
Very
wasn't
true.
entirely set up. It was almost like they had their own story to tell.
Absolutely. Who would have
One
thought?
that we could not guess, us normal viewers that don't work for a multi-billion-dollar company. Who would have thought?
Right. Yeah. It's wild to think, but we forget about them sometime. The little people.
Absolutely. McDoug and T'Challa are saying that she was actually set to debut in Black Widow.
Right.
So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And that's going to be next month. Literally, by the time this series ends, I think it'll be like 2 weeks until we get Black Widow. Maybe 8 weeks. No, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, what's What's the schedule? We get Black Widow, and then what's after that? I just looked at the damn thing too the
Loki.
other day.
And Chi's after it.
Yeah, Loki is after that.
Oh, I meant as far as the movies.
Shang-Chi is next.
Nice.
Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and then Spider-Man?
Spider-Man 3, I guess.
Spoderman.
Dang, we need a trailer for Shang-Chi first, huh?
Oh yeah.
A teaser or
Yeah, right?
a teaser for a trailer or a teaser for a teaser or whatever the fuck they do now.
The fucking poster at least. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Basically.
Okay, so we get. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, Loki is going to come before Black Widow because Loki is June 11th. Black Widow is July 9th. I was thinking Black Widow was in May.
I'm kind of stoked for Loki, man.
Yeah, Loki's going to be
Yeah,
great.
dude, I'm excited for that. That shit looks fun as hell.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Shang-Chi is September 3rd.
Dang, do you
And then
remember?
Eternals is the next movie before Spider-Man. Eternals November 5th, Spider-Man December 17th.
I forgot that movie even fucking existed, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to. You know what? No, let's book this. Let's book it because I've said it here many times on the podcast. I don't mind being wrong, man. There's nothing wrong with loving something, just like I did with Venom, and later on with Justice League after the Snyder Cut.
Venom.
I think that fucking Eternals movie is gonna be the first bomb, and it's gonna suck.
Damn.
I just don't think that it I don't know how this is gonna fit in, but hey, this might be a Guardians of the Galaxy situation. I'm not seeing the forest for the trees, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough sell for sure. But I mean, the fans are going to watch it no matter what. But I don't know how they're going to get mainstream audiences to get into it, other than like Kumail Nanjiani is super jacked now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was like at first when I saw the castings, I was like, oh shit, Salma Hayek. Oh fuck, Kumail. Oh fuck, Angelina Jolie. And then I'm like, oh damn, this is all just padding because this movie's not gonna do well.
Oh no.
And they're just like,
Yeah.
hope to God that these names sell it.
Yeah. I really have no idea how that movie's gonna do. It's like what can they do? Like I remember for Guardians of the Galaxy, like I remember like at least having some faith in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like it wasn't like too like far off the beaten path for like it to work, but like there's just like we know nothing about Eternals. We don't even know the tone of the film. So like,
Right.
So
No trailer, nothing. Yeah.
I mean, like it is it like I mean every Marvel movie is like funny now, but like how hard will they lean into it, especially having a comedian on the cast, I don't know, dude. I feel like humor is like truly the only thing that can like save this movie for like, casual audiences and stuff. The trailer has to be like funny and like it has to like really like entice people to like to see. Well, of course, no shit, that's what every trailer has to do, but like especially with this one, like they really have to do something because like I just don't know, man. Like how can they connect like any? It's just like it was already hard to connect like Guardians of the Galaxy when it came out to the current MCU, and they just had to build their way up to like these two entities meeting each other, but like Eternal seems already kind of far off from like even the current MCU right now. So I don't know.
Yeah, man. Because it's like you said, at the very least, when the Guardians showed up and we saw the trailer, it had great music going for it.
True.
It looked fun and it looked funny. You're just like, oh shit, I want to watch this even if I don't know who these people are. The music is fucking sick. It's nostalgic. It looks fun and it looks funny. Like let's do it. But I just have a strong feeling that this movie is going to be very serious. I don't think it's going to be funny. It really needs something, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's rumored to be like a Game of Thrones in space kind of thing, but I just don't know how seriously we can really take all that.
Yeah, that's fucking rough.
Right. Yeah. All right. Any more final thoughts on FATWS?
I'll echo something that we've been saying for the past couple of weeks, especially last week too. Like it is it is becoming very apparent that it is almost impossible to cut around this virus storyline
Right.
with this show. Like as like the climax approaches, we like
Haven't even begun to climax.
as like the final act comes closer and closer, you like the Flag Smasher storyline just gets thinner and thinner because it's
man, it
very
just gets worse and worse.
yeah, it's very apparent that like that a huge part of their like their motivation is just expunged from the show, like just blacked out. It's nuts, dude. Like, you know, again, another shout out to David Walton. You know, Rick and I are in a group chat with David Walton and Matt as well. And like every week we're always talking about it. Like it just gets worse and worse. Like, and then people like nobody really cares about Carly or anything. Like, I'm doing the same thing that you were doing, Fabio, connecting dots that aren't shown but we know are there. Like, of course, like she has to have some sort of motivation. Of course, it has something to do with this cut storyline, and then through that, I can jump to conclusions as to why she is so torn, blah blah blah, or why she's so like pushed this far into like
radicalized.
Yeah,
that they use that term.
Absolutely, but like you know, we don't see it. It's not even mentioned, so like it just really seems like these are just like a bunch of like it really seems like we are getting the fake fucking news version of what these guys are really all about. Like true, like 100%. It's crazy. That may have not been what they were going. Absolutely, it may have not been what they were looking for, but that's exactly what they got. It's so funny.
I'm the biggest Carly apologist, and I literally tell these guys every week, like, come on, guys, like. Very obvious that virus was supposed to mean a lot, and we were supposed to be like really on her side. Like we're supposed to be feeling like Sam feels, that there's redemption for her, that she's meaning well, but we're just not seeing any of it.
Definitely not. And she said something in the park, you know, whatever sequence. You know, when the guy's like, "Oh, what? We're working with criminals now." You know, when Batroc shows up, and she's like, "Haven't you heard? We are criminals." Like, just full on. You know, we didn't get enough of that connection to her early on.
Yeah.
For this to be like her reaching a new extreme that we like kind of sympathize with, or like you said, like how Falcon feels, where he's just like, you know, I agree with your fight, but just not the way you're doing it. I don't agree with her fight at all.
Yeah. It's funny.
Regardless of the way she's doing it. It's like, I don't care.
It's funny you say that, Fabio, because like, yeah, we don't see all these like things in between that lead to like her doing extremes. All we see are her doing extremes. Like that's all that survived the cut. So like we don't see like what happened to her and like, you know, the Flag Smashers, to where she's all like, hey, you know what, maybe we like blow up a couple of guys in this building, why not? And then like, or any of that shit. It's so weird. Like I just wonder, like, what is the threshold? Like when they were like when they like made the decision to cut this whole virus storyline, like what was the threshold where like, okay, like how much little can this make sense before we're like, all right, we got to do some reshoots or something? Because like this has to be like the tipping point. Like we were like we were about to overflow into like absurdity, like as in like how little it makes sense. Because there's a lot of stuff that we can like kind of just like piecemeal to make the story make sense, but like narratively, if you were to just explain it to somebody, none of it makes sense, man. Everybody and like people in chat are saying like, you know, she's mad annoying and stuff like that and all that stuff. Like it's hard to disagree with the character they portray on screen. Like, you know, yeah, dude, she's a little annoying, man, but like it's frustrating because after hearing all this news about like the cut virus storyline and stuff, like, you know, more is there because like if they can
she's
write,
not supposed to be annoying.
Yeah,
that's the worst part.
It's hard to believe that as much as like they nerfed like as much as they nerfed like Bucky's like power set in this series, like his like personal struggle storyline is pretty good.
I don't actually agree with that. I don't think they nerfed him at all. I mean, he jumps out of a plane and survives the first episode.
Sure.
And I think more what they're showing is he's not really nerfed, more like humanized. So that line of him being like, I don't always think of the metal arm immediately because I'm actually right-handed. I feel like that's a good way to show and I guess tell us also that like the Winter Soldier conditioning is not the dominant part because it's him that is right-handed. It's the Winter Soldier who like uses the left arm as a weapon,
Yeah.
So I think that was a good way to kind of highlight that. And obviously the last episode with him is going to have the payoff to the old Japanese guy storyline.
Well, yeah, I agree with you as well. Like, that's why I was saying like like there are parts of his story, like his story is written well, and like it's hard for me to believe that the person that wrote this script is capable of writing Bucky's story and humanizing him that well, but not being able to humanize like the main antagonist of this show.
Right. And I'm sure that they did, but just by virtue of these weird edits and cuts that they had to do, we lost like a lot of that early setup to really, pay off the fact that she's going so extreme. Because again, we've only seen her doing and saying extreme shit.
True. Yeah, man. Wow.
Like with those guys that she killed in that random like warehouse or whatever.
Oh, the explosion.
I'm sure there must have been an opening where they like weren't distributing whatever vaccine it was to like certain people, and and she was like, you know what, dude, fuck these guys. I don't care if they have families. I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah.
But we never got to see it. We're just like, damn, she just fucking killed some soldiers doing their job. And
what are they going to do with the? What are they going to do with the people who have taken a serum? The Flag Smasher people that have powers and shit like that. Are we like?
They're gonna murk them.
Just going to disappear?
I bet a ton of them are going to die.
They're gonna fucking murk them, dude.
A few of them died already too, but yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. There's a lot like just like you brought up, Boog. There's a lot of like loose ends to tie up in 60 minutes.
Basically, yeah.
And like I said earlier, we know already from WandaVision they're not afraid of like not tying up even half of them.
Yeah.
They'll just leave it open ended for potentially forever. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, everything else though. I guess we're only talking about complaints, but everything else is so well done. Obviously, we said Bucky is well done. I'm glad we got more time with Sam in this episode. Even if
Isaiah Bradley, my God.
Right, I like seeing his family and him in his hometown. For a while in this show, it's felt like he's the number one character in the title, and he hasn't been getting enough screen time. It's been all about Zemo dancing and shit, So I think it's good that in this episode we got a lot more time with Sam. I like those scenes of seeing, Bucky, another, step in his development. He slept on a bed on a couch or whatever, but instead of sleeping on the floor, he had a good night of sleep on the couch, and that's development right there. And then he wakes up and he sees the nephews playing with the shield and stuff. I love all that. It was really cool. When Sam's running laps, he's like, all day, baby, a good, like, I can do this all day kind of callback. It's all great stuff.
Yeah. Fun stuff to like really peel back and like truly appreciate it, like the subtle ways that they connect to the overall story, and like they make callbacks to previous films and stuff. Really good stuff for sure.
Yeah, this was a good what's it called? It's like a trope in TV where, like in Star Trek, it's a shore leave episode. They take a break from the action and we get an episode of, like, I don't know, Captain Kirk like playing cards or something.
That's it.
It's one of those type of episodes, and I like that because obviously this next episode is going to be. Go ahead, Rick.
I was really happy we got what we did with the Isaiah Bradley. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, Bradley for sure. That's another great storyline.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm really happy we got what we did. That shit was super emotional in a great way. It was awesome.
Yeah. I did like those tidbits. All of the moments with Isaiah Bradley. You know what? For a moment, I couldn't tell. Originally, I couldn't tell if that was some young dude in really good makeup or if it was an older dude or not.
Getting DH.
But it is an older dude with a little bit of makeup.
He's old. I remember him from the movie South Central. He's the Muslim guy that helps OG Bobby Johnson.
Yes. Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Here, man.
He's also the voice of Martian Manhunter in Justice League Unlimited.
Damn.
Really?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good to know.
All right, so he's got his ties to the comic book world.
Yes, he does.
Been about it.
All right. Any final thoughts on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Man, this ending better be good and not fucking
Yeah.
random.
Basically. They pretty much owe us from WandaVision, in my opinion.
Yeah,
As
we
far
let
as,
shit slide with Wanda.
A good
guess-
ending.
I guess last thing I'll say is Zemo got sent to the raft, so Thunderbolts, another Thunderbolts hint right there, maybe.
Yeah, that was another Thunderbolts reference. I thought I was bugging when I heard I say the raft. I was like, huh?
Well, that was what a lot of people were wondering at first when they broke him out of prison. They're like, "Oh, why wasn't he in the raft?" Well, shut up. Now he is.
Okay, can we talk about the fact that Bucky was about to get those Wilson cheeks?
Absolutely. He was down with the swirl for real.
He was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, need me to fix this boat or what?" Yeah.
All right.
Shit.
Can we? Is it time for us to try out for the Philadelphia Eagles and get invincible?
I didn't. I actually didn't watch this. I didn't watch this week's episode yet, so I'm gonna cut out and go watch the episode. Goodbye.
Oh, all right. Goodbye, Boog.
Love
ya.
ya.
Bye, bye.
Love you. Bye. I haven't seen any of it yet, so
Spoiler segment.
Oh my god, Poncho hasn't seen any of it.
it's okay.
You haven't?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh man. Well, it's good. That's all we can say.
No,
Very
you can
good.
talk about
Really
it. I don't
good.
care.
Read the charge,
Well,
Fabio.
this episode was Rick. Why don't you talk about it? I honestly don't remember much of it. It was good. I remember.
I watched Falcon right after it. I was hoping like, oh, he'll refresh my memory. Oh yeah, fucking blank. And
Right. This one actually, I like Invincible because it actually drops on midnight, like Eastern time. So by 9 p.m.
yeah, that's why it made me forget because I was like, okay, Invincible. Oh, okay, now Falcon. Then I watched Falcon, and then I was like, oh fuck, what the hell happened to Invincible?
I had to be up at like 5 a.m. for a work thing on Friday morning, so I didn't want to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier when it dropped at midnight and like go to bed at like 1:30. So I ended up waiting till the next morning to watch it. But Invincible, I got to watch the night before, and it was quite good. It continues to be quite good.
I know,
just a lot
as
more
like
set
both-
up in this episode than I remember.
As much as we're both like spacing on it, it's really good. Don't fucking take our terrible memory for the fact that this isn't fucking incredible.
I think it was the last episode that was particularly like violent and bloody and stuff. You know, he had that big fight where I guess we didn't talk about it last week, but you know, he's trying to solve.
Oh man, last
the
week's
whole-
episode was fucking.
Yeah,
nuts.
he was that last week. Maybe I'm thinking it was this week's. No, that was definitely last week. So last week it was, you know, the stone, you know, Colossus, but he's like made of stone instead. I forget what his name is. Maybe Titan or something.
Use the
Titan,
stones
yeah,
to
that's
make
his
the
name.
stones?
That's his name.
Yeah. So he's trying to, you know, he's working for the overboss, this machine head guy who's like a Daft Punk character as a villain. You know, he talks in auto tune and everything, and he's the big boss, and he's trying to do Titan's trying to do one last job for him, and then he's like, nah, you're going nowhere.
I got you for 3
You're a
minutes.
really good warrior. Hey, freak show!
You're working for me until I say you don't.
And then finally he gets out from under him through the help of Invincible, and then at the end of that episode, you know, Invincible tries to help him fight all these dudes, and then Machine Head summons like a super strong cabal of villains, and they just whip on Invincible, and then the new Guardians of the Globe show up, and they all get their ass beat, and what's his name, Black Samson and Monster Girl get beat into near death along with Invincible. So this episode this week was more about like them recovering, and Invincible is like struggling with the girlfriend still because he's been in the hospital for like 2 weeks or something. 2 weeks. And then this episode was just a lot of that, while Nolan is kind of, Omni-Man is kind of investigating his wife for investigating him. It's a whole thing. It's very good. The big guy that kind of wrecks Invincible is called Battle Beast, was badass. He was like a giant lion with a mace. He was so sick,
He was shit talking all of them the whole time.
right? And Omni-Man was there for a split second, and he's like pathetic, and he leaves.
Yeah,
basically.
man.
But it was a great episode. The last episode was great, but this episode was more about the aftermath of that. I liked more development with like Adam Eve as she like leaves her parents, and she goes and is just gonna be a superhero full time. She's just gonna live in a treehouse and do superheroing. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Fuck you, Dad.
Pretty much, yeah. The dad's like, no, but she does anyway. So that was very defiant and very good.
They're not
She
going to tell
basically
me to not
emancipated her.
be
She's 18,
Footloose.
so I guess that's not.
They
What was
for
that,
some
Rick?
reason they for some reason love Rexplode.
Yeah, that was the other thing I'm trying to figure out is what's going on with Rexplode, and he got the pin, like the blood sample from Robot, and then Robot goes to like the Mayhem twins or whatever they're called, and they're clones of each other. They're twins, but it's really one, and he clones himself, and they call each other brother, and they're really good with genetics and cloning and everything. So Robot gives them a blood sample of Rex. And we're just like, why would you want to make a clone of literally the worst character on the whole show?
Yeah, everybody fucking hates Rex.
If you can modify his genes so he's not such a fucking douche, maybe that'll be worth something. But
He's voiced by like the perfect voice actor for somebody who's a fucking douche too.
it sounds like Sokka, from Last Airbender a little bit.
It's that one guy, man. He plays the dick and asshole like in everything. Like he's like the dirty-minded like asshole. He's in a what's that movie name? Big Mouth? Or the show Big Mouth?
Oh, okay. God, that show has so many voice actors. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's it's Jason Mazalkis? I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, Jason Mantzoukas. Oh, no way. That is him, huh?
It's him, yeah, man. So he's like the perfect asshole.
Rafi from The League, man.
There you go, Rafi from the fucking League.
Yeah.
Perfect way. Yeah, shout out to The League, man. That show was great.
Tyrone Westhead says he thought it was Monster Girl's blood. I think he's like really like protective of Monster Girl. Robot is. So I don't know that we did see him getting the blood sample from Rex and then giving a blood sample to the Mauler twins. Thank you for that correction, Bouquet.
I've read the comics, so I can definitively answer that it's Rex.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I won't say why, but I'm glad to see. I didn't know if this was going to play out on the show, but it's good.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess you know the answer to why you would make a copy of the worst character, but
Sure.
I'm glad you're not spoiling it.
No way. I wouldn't dream of it.
But no, what he was doing with Monster Girl was like he destroyed like a version of himself to like get whatever rare flower she needs to heal or whatever, and it was it's cool to see him, even though like he's crazy and like duplicitous. Robot, he's like acting super shady. He's also like very protective of Monster Girl, so I'm curious to see how that whole plays out, because some mixed motivations there. I want to say that he's a villain because he broke the Mauler twins out of prison and then hired them to do genetic experiments, but at the same time it's like, well, he really cares about Monster Girl, so how bad of a guy could he be? How bad of a robot?
Yeah, and I love the fact that they both like to claim that each other is the clone.
Yeah.
Of course. Literally right out of the chamber, he's like, "Thanks, clone."
Right.
He's like, "What? No."
Any final thoughts on Invincible?
It's fantastic.
It's very good.
Look up like how many episodes is this season, and there's like fucking no answer anywhere. Oh, you know what? You know what? There's a little bit of Amazon, like a very quick Amazon thing. Whenever we're done with Invincible.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Yeah,
sounds
they
like
announced
we're done with Invincible.
Sounds like
they announced that the first season of Lord of the Rings cost them $400 and $98 million to produce.
I heard they got canceled because of that, right?
No, they canceled they had a video game to coincide with it, and they canceled the video game in lieu of the big budget
Got
for
you.
the show.
Okay.
People are thinking that put your 10 hats on. People are thinking that New Worlds was actually like going to be the beta for the Lord of the Rings game. New Worlds is the MMO that is falling flat on its.
Oh, one of those models, I guess.
Yeah, I could be wrong on the name, but it's whatever Amazon's MMO. It's like a big train wreck. Well, I mean,
Really?
depending on who you are, it could be good. So, who am I? Who am I to say?
Look at us.
I'm asking. Who?
Real quick, and about pickups, I completely forgot. I got this little vinyl for an Ultraman little guy.
Oh, cutie pie.
It was like $5, and I was like, you know what? For $5,
What a little cutie pie. I like it.
very excited.
Well, Poncho, but before you go, because of pickups, I don't know, maybe that's it. But somebody in the comments earlier was like, Poncho, what was that thing that you posted?
Oh shit! I posted that. So I posted something. Damn, that's in my car too. I found.
Don't worry, you don't gotta go to get it.
I found. I won't. I found.
No, Poncho, get the fuck out of that chair. Take your crap with you and go get this damn thing.
I was at my local comic book shop, and they bought a bunch of figures from a specific series, and I was just searching through like their figures and stuff, and then I saw the figure that I posted on Instagram and Plastic and Paint. On Plastic and Paint, I posted it with the caption, "If you know, you know." And it is a figure, Doctor Who character called Lady Cassandra. I'm trying to find the clip. This is the worst shit in the world. I'm about to post it. I'm posting it in the group chat if you want to play it with no audio.
Yeah.
But do it small, I guess. I don't know what kind of iron grip YouTube has around Doctor Who, so I don't know. It was a Lady Cassandra figure from Doctor Who. She was a big meme on Tumblr. If you can think back to that far. It's fucking.
Oh my god, that's from the Eccleston one too. Damn.
There's a big meme on Tumblr where it's all like, we got to play a ballad from the 21st century, and it was Toxic from Britney Spears playing over a radio, and that's like one of my favorite memes from like the Tumblr era. So like as soon as I saw this stupid figure, I had to grab it. And like it's like probably the most obscure thing I've ever seen in my life, and I had to grab it. At the end of the day, like so this is like her like little frame and whatever is like pretty new in here, but the figure, it's like all rusted over, and it has like a brain and like a vial under it too. So like it has plenty of like use out of for a prop. Fucking Lady Cassandra. Moisturize me.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Moisturize me.
Oh, that's stuff down here. Is that what that's supposed to be? Damn.
Yeah, it's like her brain down there. This show is fucking crazy. I did not watch this season at all. The only thing I know about Doctor Who is walking into my parents' room, my dad watching it. I'm like, "What's this?" He goes, "It's something from England when I used to live in England." I was like, "All right, tight," and I fucking left.
Man, that's
Oh, I'm not interested. Thanks, Dad.
No, I used to watch like a little bit with him, but it was like older stuff, and I was like, I don't know. This is cool shit that I'll watch with my dad. But I don't know.
Sounds like when my mom spoiled Fight Club for me, like 10 years before I even like cared to see it.
So funny.
She's watching it in the living room, and I walk in, and I'm just like, "Oh, what's this movie about?" She's like, "Multiple personalities." All right, cool. See ya.
That reminds me of if you guys watch an internet like duo called Pretty Much It. They do like commentary tracks for movies. But one of the guys from Pretty Much It was saying like they were talking about Signs, and they were talking about M. Night Shyamalan, and they're all like, "Man, what was your experience seeing The Sixth Sense?" And then the guy from Pretty Much It was like, "Oh, let me tell you, I have the best story in the world. Me and my sister were it was like a weekend, and every weekend we would rent movies from Blockbuster." And my parents were like, "All right, cool. You're finally old enough. You can watch The Sixth Sense." He's like, "All right, cool." So I rented Sixth Sense, and my sister rented 50 First Dates. And in 50 First Dates, they spoil Sixth Sense, and we watch 50 First Dates first.
No, shut the fuck up.
That's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
Yo, shout out to Wrestling Hound in the chat. He says he loves Pretty Much It. They're so funny. Pretty Much It is like one of the funniest, like unintentionally, like one of the greatest like YouTube channels probably ever. Do yourself a favor and check out Pretty Much It after the podcast, of course. The hardest I've ever laughed in like the last like 5 years. They're like doing a commentary track on like a Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen movie, and whenever they do that, it's like him and his sister, because like she used to watch all the stuff too, and like there's very questionable directing choices in this movie. They're like they're in the Bahamas. There's this chase scene in the Bahamas, and they're filming the chase scene, and every once in a while the camera will stop and they'll do a freeze frame of like a local kid, and they'll freeze frame it in black and white. It's like the most absurd shit you've ever seen. It's like so funny. Anyway,
This kid gets his own little vignette. That's cool.
But yeah, I don't even know how we got on this tangent, but that's it, or how we get spoiled for something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's the end of the show.
It was a good movie.
It's the end of the show, man. We're a little.
And real quick, Wrestling Hound is also saying that Invincible is 8 episodes.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
All right,
typical streaming numbers now, huh? That's what the hell, man.
pretty good. We're right back where we started, aren't we? We looped all the way back around. We're still waiting weekly for these episodes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yep, that's it.
Do it live. I can go.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it.
I guess the last thing to say about Invincible is the main kind of story of this episode that I totally forgot. It's when they go to the college, Rick.
Oh yeah. When they go to visit the college they want to go to.
Right. So that was cool because you get a sense that Invincible, maybe he's not really like 100% cut out for the superhero life. Maybe he just wants to have a boring college life. So it's good to see, that contrast between him and Eve. And it's so obvious that him and Eve are going to get together at some point, right? I mean, I don't know how much longer this other chick can last.
I don't want to say anything.
Don't spoil anything. Yeah.
I literally almost opened my mouth and I was like, shut the fuck up.
I'm portraying a naive audience member.
It's a great series. It's a great series.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's a great series.
All right. I think that's about it. Should we do some plugs and get on out of here?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Hair Club for Men. Number one place for you
need
to
a
get
sponsor,
your
sure.
hairline back to where it once was.
Can I tell you that the ad read I hate the most right now is for the Lawnmower 3.0. I cannot tell you how much I fucking hate it whenever I'm watching a YouTube video and some guy was like, "Let me tell you, let's talk about pubes real quick." I'm like, no, dude, what the fuck? No, I don't want to talk about
this. The best ad read of all time is now you have a friend in the diamond business.
Never heard that. What is that?
In Cupertino, San Mateo, and Walnut Creek.
What is that?
Weekdays till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5, and online at shanecode.com.
It's a Bay Area thing. That's why I knew Rick would know exactly what I'm talking about. It's
one time I went to
Bay Area thing. They have multiple like regions where they have the different regional commercial, but the Bay Area one is like a total meme.
Yeah, like one time I went to the thrift, and it's my biggest. Well, it might not be my biggest. It's one of my biggest thrift store regrets. I found a shirt that had the whole commercial on it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought you were going to say. Let me tell you, I know the dude who makes those shirts. I can hook you up.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll point you in the right direction.
Thank you, sir. And Pancho, what are you doing watching commercials on YouTube? Get the fucking ad block on. What's your problem?
Well, they're ad reads, man. I can't block a part of the guy's video.
Oh, that's true.
Oh. Damn, it's like when the nostalgia critic does his own
Oh,
or like Optibotimus, you know, when he's filling up his cup.
hey, don't talk about Octobottoms like that. That's my friend.
Yeah, there's nothing better than-
whenever I'm defending Optibotimus's honor, I'm always drinking a Coca-Cola classic.
You're at your local deli.
Hey man, or whether I'm editing one of my videos.
That's the greatest YouTuber made
Absolutely.
infomercial ever. It's
True.
it's the greatest.
That is the legendary ad read. Period.
Legendary ad read. Him just going
Right.
to the grocery store and putting fucking 24 packs of Coke in his cart.
The greatest of all time.
Oh god.
Oh, I will say that one of the funniest things I've seen. I watched it yesterday. You guys got to see the Eric Andre movie, Bad Trip, on Netflix.
Oh,
Okay.
I love Eric Andre. I gotta see it, man.
It's just one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I was howling, cackling, laughing to myself. Like I had a hard time breathing, honestly.
Dang.
It was so funny because it's a lot like his show. You know, it's a lot of hidden camera, like in public prank type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got like a narrative weaved through it. So it'll be him and like, you know, another actor doing a scene in public, and like some crazy shit happens in the scene, and you just get like all the real people's reaction to it. And it's all meant to like move the plot forward. It's so good.
And I gotta watch this shit.
Right. Like immediately, as soon as you're done here. You've seen Invincible, you've seen Falcon. This is the next thing you got to see.
Yeah, and especially because I love Eric Andre. You know, sometimes that's the problem is like when I recommend Eric Andre, some people just like, yeah, man, I don't fucking like this guy.
Right.
Just like,
No, he's hilarious, man. His show it's one of the best shows ever. I mean, it's legendary, really.
Rest in peace, Hannibal, and long live Blanable.
Oh no.
Time to deliver a pizza ball.
Oh no way, man! Somebody's got to pay for this. I'm not getting stuck with this again, man. Pizza ball.
All right, I guess the last thing we'll say is investigate 311. All
That's
right.
better than when he's about to get his ass kicked and then he goes, all right, I'm sorry. You got any red?
All right, let's do some plugs. Let's get up out of here.
Yeah, hey, I'm Poncheesy. You've been listening to me, maybe, this whole podcast. Stupid. I'm finishing up Wave 4 Auras this month. I don't know, soon, because Wave 5, I'm halfway through redesigning a bunch of auras, hopefully securing some stuff for the self-lit ones. It's lit. Dumb. But Wave 5 should have like LED light up auras and stuff like that with like the bases and shit. And then of course like a new, what do you call it? A new shape, a couple of new shapes, a couple of new styles. We'll have like hits, time stop effect and whatnot. That's what I'm working on right now. I also had basically a shower thought moment. It was not in the shower, but I don't know if anybody else does this. Does anybody else just think of like dumb puns like constantly? I feel like
all the time.
Okay,
stop.
cool. I wasn't sure
All
if
the
I was like insane or anything. I'm gonna start an Dragon Ball SH Figure Arts new series on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna call it SHF's Kiss. It's gonna be the greatest thing in the entire world.
Incredible. They're not ready for this one.
And it's just gonna be like I don't know. If you watch the podcast, it's gonna be basically the exact same shit I say in the podcast when it comes to the SHF section, but I don't know, just wrapped up differently for my own channel. But I think that'd be cool. I love talking about Dragon Ball SHF, my favorite line of all time. So
And the news is gonna start rolling in pretty soon. You know, the summer conventions.
Absolutely.
You know, it's gonna start hitting soon, man.
True. So if you're into speculation theories, conspiracy theories about the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball brand, check out SHF's Kiss and stupid. And that's gonna
I
be
love
my YouTube channel coming soon.
The end of the video. The
Is
end
it
of
going
the
to be
video,
a
you gotta go.
live stream series, or is he going to be produced videos, or what's up?
I'm hoping
live.
to produce. I'm hoping to produce them. Although I could
Do it live.
Hell yeah. I feel that.
I didn't hear it,
That's
but I
what I
know
wanted
that
to
you
get
did.
across with my hot new live stream series. Is I just wanted to extend the Mezco segment.
Let's
you
Let's
know,
go.
for my own purposes.
Tell the
Talk about
people. Tell the people, Fabio.
if you're done with your plugs, everybody can come and find me on Instagram and here on YouTube, Fobster360. Come check out my new live stream series, Fobster Live.
What do you-
Sometimes Poncho stops in.
What do you talk about on
Sometimes
these
other
lives?
friends pop in. Sometimes it's just me just talking wild Mezco theories, reviewing the latest drops and everything, keeping you abreast of all the greatest and latest Mezco information, making sure you know how to navigate their website. Give
And
you
the
some
skies.
tips, tricks, and some ins and outs to make sure that the next pre-order can be yours. So come check me out, Instagram. Very soon, I think maybe even tomorrow, I'm going to be like rearranging this room. So maybe my next podcast, maybe my next stream, I'll have a different angle, and I'll have some more room to get my photo studio set up as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to try to get some spicy photos posted as well.
For the OnlyFab?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the kind of content that you can unlock at my OnlyFobs.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. That's what I was waiting for.
Hell yeah. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm very close to 1,000 here on YouTube, so I would appreciate everybody come follow me or go subscribe to my channel. I'm like slightly over 100 away from that 1K, and then maybe we'll open it up to some of the channel membership stuff. I honestly don't know how big all that stuff really is, especially for such a niche thing that I talk about. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we'll see. If there's enough demand for it, and honestly, I'm surprised by the demand for the live streams too. Like people telling me like throughout the week, like, "Yo, can't wait for the next one." Appreciate all the Mez information and everything. So it's definitely something people are interested in, and I'm floored and honored and humbled by the response. So thank you everybody who's been popping by my streams. It's been very, very good. Hoping to bring some more of that. More stuff coming your way soon. But Rick, where can we find you? And I hope next stream you will show up with one of these Shane Co shirts because I sent you the link.
That's fantastic. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm gonna be at the end of both of their new shows, and I'm gonna go. But that's just a theory.
Oh no. No.
The end of every
Not like
single
this.
episode.
Not like this.
You know, Poncho really loved that guy. What's his name? Matt Pat. What's his name? I don't know. I'll fuck it up. And theories, but that's just a theory. Oh, that kind of sounds like that other spooky guy too. So I'm kind of mixing.
Oh,
them both
chills,
together.
and that's just
Chills.
a theory.
Chilling. There was once a girl who was looking for the doctor but couldn't find her.
It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a better person.
The last thing you expect to have in your meal is a Burger King foot lettuce burger.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
Number 5. That's gonna be me. Like, Poncho's gonna bring me in just to do that. Like, okay, the next topic I wanted to tackle was number 5. Is Raccoon really gonna move that well?
The last thing you want is your new raccoon figure to fall apart at the hinges. But what if I told you that happened to someone?
Number 3, another boat has capsized in the ocean, holding a lot of precious cargo.
Too good at that.
Yo, shout out to Nightwalker. He says, y'all watch Chills too. I think everybody at some point has seen a Chills video. There's no way.
Yeah, there's always somebody that's gonna send you a Chills video and go like, dude, did you see this?
Yeah, that's it. Did
It's like the most random thing.
you see this puppet move in this pinata shop in Mexico?
Take a look at this. This is a kid's party in San Jose, California, where the pinata just starts swaying, but there's no wind. They even look at their phone. There's 0 mile per hour wind.
Yeah.
Why is it shaking?
I had the app open and everything.
Look at the guy in the video. He's showing his phone. He goes to the weather app. everybody sent somebody a Chills video and asked, "Is this real?"
Yeah,
Never
for
forget.
sure. Could be
Never
real.
forget my brother sending me one like, "Dude, look at this, it's real footage of Slender Man." Like, oh yeah,
Slenderman.
the guy that was created 10 years ago, it's totally real. Real.
Oh my god, I could.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So you can catch Rick on Chills.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. You can catch Rick on Chills. You can catch me on Nuke's Top 5. Nuke's Top 5.
And you can catch me on What Culture Wrestling.
What culture wrestling?
I'm Adam from What Culture.
I'm Scott Miller from What Culture.
Dude, why the fuck is everybody at What Culture named Adam? Like, what's the deal?
I know, right?
Why can't you hire somebody else?
They had to go. They had to get rid of some Adams, and those Adams went and started their own wrestling
Oh
channels.
no.
Pachidi and what's the
Adam
other one?
Pacitti and Adam Blampede, whatever.
Blampede, there you go.
Lumpy.
Where
I'm
culture?
Adam Pachidi. This is
Oh,
What
that
Culture
Pacitti
Wrestling.
from wait, what's it called? From Cultaholic.com.
Cultaholic.com.
Yo, that guy had a viral meme. Real quick, Pancho, you even might remember this. That dude had like a viral meme like years and years ago before even before What Culture, because he just bought like ad space on like a billboard in the UK. That's like, oh, I'm Adam. Will you hire me or whatever? And it's just him like doing this shit. And then whatever, he gets hired. You know, like it was a link to his resume, and sure enough, he got hired by somebody, maybe What Culture. And then he spot ad space at the same billboard, and he's like, thanks, I got hired.
That's incredible. I
So
didn't even
good.
know that.
The website is still up. Employadam.com.
Yeah,
Please
there
give
it
me a
Boy,
job.
I'm Simon from What Culture.
And you're watching Ups and Downs.
Alexa Bliss fell on her face, and that's gonna get an up.
What the hell was that? Down.
The hell was that? Then we don't even know what's going on with the storyline. It's gonna
Because sometimes stuff just happens. Really good. I actually do unironically love What Culture. I actually met those guys, dude. I saw them at AEW when I went to Double or Nothing a couple years ago.
Whoa.
We went to karaoke the night before, and they were at the same karaoke place, and we got pictures with them.
Really?
Dang.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love What Culture, man.
It was awesome. I think the photo's on my personal Instagram if you want to follow that, Fabio.Danino. But that's
Hell yeah.
just if you want to see my very sneaky and could definitely get me fired behind the scenes photos
Oh.
of me on set.
Oh no!
At least what could get me fired is taking the pictures in the first place, sometimes depending on the set. But by the time I post them, it's long like past okay for me to do so.
There's nothing better than a good story because they disappear.
That's true. That's true. And it's not like I'm making that big of a splash that anyone's following my stories. At least my personal one. My toy Instagram, Fopster360, everyone should be following some of the dankest Mezco collecting memes. So
Absolutely.
people should actually be following that.
There in the About Me section, you'll find the link to his OnlyFabs.
That's true. Which I don't promote enough, but it's one of those, if you know type of things.
That's it.
It's one of those things where it's tasteful, so you don't want to.
Right. Why is why.
Slaps head.
Here's why. Go, Bug, my dad.
All right. Pancho, why don't you take us the fudge out of
Oh,
here? Why don't
dang.
you fly this plane
Let's
home?
go.
Land it safely.
Before we go, this Inspector
go,
Gadget figure is
Gadget,
crazy.
Oh,
I
that
love
looks
this-
sick.
I love
Is
this
that
figure.
real metal for the handles?
It is, baby.
That's
It's
sick.
real. They're real and they're fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Seinfeld.
excited by this.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching the A.C.B.A. podcast. Thanks, everybody who donated as well. As always, your donations go to a great cause. They go to improving the quality of the show. So far, we've gotten new mics. We've gotten Stream Deck. We've gotten all sorts of cool shit. And it's going to keep on getting better, baby. Next up in the milestone area is new cameras for everybody. So everybody can look as good as possible on screen. We might even get images of Rick once again on the podcast.
Big if true.
I'll be back,
Big,
baby.
big if true, basically.
Big if true.
So once again, thank you everybody for your donations throughout the show. Thank you also for watching the A.C.B.A podcast as usual. And as always, thank you so much. Always make sure to like, comment, rate this video in 2021. Give it 5 stars. Give us a video comment or a video response or a video reply. Let's do it. And until next time, peace.